Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Brand new draft. What's the draft format? It's Ubers. That's why we got Stunky right there, and Magby, Elekid, and Togepi. We're finally playing Ubers again. No, it's not. It's Little Cup.
It's been so long.
I got Owen with me here, obviously.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's gonna be a good time. Little Cup League in main channel. Yeah, that's why we're doing the stream. When have I ever done a stream of a league on a different channel?
Check this out on Pokeaim Plus afterwards.
I could technically, I guess, if I wanted to, but I wanted to do something for main. It's gonna be a good time. Make sure you check out all the coaches and stuff. And yeah, we have 2 divisions, but we'll go through the rules in a bit. And big shout out to CV Marcus, of course,
The
for all the
GOAT.
stuff he did.
The GOAT. Do you mind sharing your screen real quick, by the way, too, once you get
Oh, I
going?
thought I was sharing my screen for you. That's a great.
No, you're good.
There you go. Y'all hear Owen, right?
Hello?
Everybody can hear Owen? I see him there. If you don't, I'll literally just turn off Wavelength and turn it back on. I assume we can hear Owen, though. Yeah? Okay, thank you. Thank you, SP Cash. I appreciate it. But it's going to be a good time. Again, make sure you check out every single one of the coaches. There are some Pokemon that are banned. You want to actually talk about the ban list? Because that's actually not in the any of the slides, real quick, before we even start.
Yeah, so we could talk about some of the bands. I mean, there's definitely some obvious ones, right? Like, just because it's Little Cup, we're not allowing Scyther. There's no Murkrows. There's no Duraludons and things of the sort. I'm trying to think of the standard, like, bans. Oh, Mienfoo Volibee, despite them being, like, kind of required in the regular LC tier to, like, hold it together. They're a little much in standard draft, so those guys are banned.
Yeah.
Then obviously, like, the big LC Ubers, no Gligar, no Murkrow.
Murkrow's broken, guys. Murkrow hits like a truck.
Unbelievably broken. The stats, it's so weird how it goes from, like, no attacking stats to the highest, like, humanly possible in LC. I'm trying to think of the other guys that we have banned, other than, like, Mienfoo, Volibee.
I think Mienfoo and Volibee are the big ones.
Those are the two big ones.
We also have unbans. Both Vulpix are allowed. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Baton Pass is obviously legal. Sneasel, obviously. Ghastly's banned too. But these are all like regular Little Cup.
Yeah.
These are all like regular Little Cup bans.
I believe Scraggy's banned in the standard tier, and it's allowed here. It's probably, like, the best mon allowed. It and Stunky. I think both are fair. Diglett with Arena Trap is going to be allowed. Gothita too. What else is typical?
That's typical stuff.
Here.
It's level 5.
Yeah.
Sneasel's banned.
Hmm.
That's Murkrow 2.
That's another.
That's literally Murkrow 2 with triple axle.
It might be strong. 115 speed is ridiculous in Little Cup. I don't know if there's any Pokemon that, like, come near that. Does it hit 21 at 5? Something.
No way it's 21. It might actually be 21, but no way it's 21.
Yeah. No, it hits. No, it doesn't hit 21. It hits 22.
Oh my god, what a fake number.
My bad.
See, Little Cup will be solved if everybody play a level 6, but I'm not going into that argument this generation.
I've heard that theory before. I'm very interested. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, it just solves all the speed. Well, it solves all the egregious speed ties of at least Gen 8 Little Cup. But
yeah, but 5 is nice. It's a recognizable number.
There is also a fan doc in the description that will be updated. Keegan said he'll be updating it live during the actual stream, so you can check that out. Any moves other than Baton Pass banned. The usual.
So there. Oh yeah, sorry. There's Cutiefly has a complex on it. I think Cutiefly and Grookey are the 2 Pokemon with complexes. Cutie can't Cutie, and Grookey can't Grassy Glide. Those are the only 2 complexes.
Bro, they took away Grookey's wings, which is crazy, and it's still expensive as hell too.
Dude, Woodhammer hits really fucking hard.
So what was the rationale between Grassy Glide?
So just, like, Prio is so strong in Little Cup in general, and, like, while I've actually played in a few leagues that have, like, tested Glide with, like, it being nerfed on Grookey, it just kills everything in conjunction with, like, it getting knock and finding a lot of free turns to knock. Knock and Glide is just really, really difficult for to deal with. So it's as long as I've played Little Cup Draft, it's typically banned.
That's fine by me. And then Cutiefly is just nasty. Obviously, again, Terra is banned, guys, so you won't see any Terra this draft league. And there are 2 divisions as well. We have 2 divisions of 8, so there's 16 coaches. So you'll see both Pokemon drafted twice. Like, you'll see Stunky drafted twice. You'll see Scraggy drafted twice. There's the Violet and Scarlet division. We'll be going through it all. And I encourage you to check out everybody. That's
one more big rule that I think is different in Little Cup. I guess similar to like VC drafts and stuff like that. There is an item clause, it's a 2-item clause, just to kind of force a little bit of creativity. You know, when you're when you're building, to not have 4 Evilites and maybe a Life Orb and a Scarf, especially with no juice in the game.
Yes.
Which is pretty brutal.
No berry
but yeah,
juice.
it's kind of a unfortunate requirement just because EVO is so much better.
Yes.
To kind of force a little bit of variability.
So you'll see only 2 Eviolites, 2 Life Orbs. You might see an Assault Vest. What up, Tawny? You might see an Assault Vest in there, supplemented to use it. And no, Eviolite's limited to 2. Eviolite is limited to 2.
Everything is limited to 2. Yeah, it really only affects Eevee, but everything is.
And obviously, there's no berry juice because Shuckle is not in the game. That's the only reason there's no berry juice. Why is Stunky so expensive? That is one of the goats of Little Cup. Also 18 speed tier. Great priority, can be mixed. Amazing. Period. Great dual
knock
typing.
this gen. It was good before it got knocked. It got knocked, man. That's such a broken item in this form.
That's my favorite Little Cup mon of Gen 4. The GOAT.
Again, pre-knock.
That was before knock. It didn't need knock. It had explosion. It had knock you out. That's it.
Yeah, true.
But teams will be divided into 2 drafting pools of 8 coaches. Top 8 teams make it to playoffs, where the 3 best seeds draft their opponents. With as in, not their teams, but as in get to pick who they play. That's what that means right there. Yeah. Big shout out to CB Marcus again. And just regular rules. All Pokemon must be level 5. Maximum 2 of the same items. Terrestrialization banned. Games are uploaded every Sunday. So we will have a lot of coaches. We'll have their draft analysis uploaded today after the stream, during the stream, whatever. If you want to check those out. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a description with every single coach. Correct. One more question. Ban abilities. Did we ban like the evasion abilities and stuff like that? I don't even know if that's been banned from our stuff.
I mean, I think technically, yeah, like Snow Cloak wouldn't be allowed like with like evasion. I think so, yeah. But there's nothing like outwardly banned. Like there's no speed boost banned on Torch or anything like that, I guess.
Exactly. And yes,
Mianfu is banned.
All right. I think without further ado, I think that's the last slide before the first pick. Do you want to talk about who was first on each side? Do you want to talk about who was first on each side?
Yeah, I promise. It looks a little funny. It looks a little funny, but I had witnesses. In the Violet pool, I ended up getting first, which was pretty exciting. Completely by chance, I swear. I made sure to have multiple individuals in call check me on it. So I ended up getting first there, which is pretty happy. I think that's actually 2 leagues in a row where I've gotten first pick.
Multiple paid actors in call. It's okay.
Hey, listen. So I got first there, and then Jason, Diet Tight, ended up getting first in the Scarlet pool. We can go over the draft orders really quick. In the Violet pool, myself, I had first pick. Nexus got second. Keegan got third. Kirby got fourth. The man himself, Pokeaim, got fifth, unfortunately. He couldn't get first in this one.
Not in this
Amel
one.
got sixth. D-Ray got seventh, and Shuckle King got eighth.
Yes.
And then in the Scarlet pool, we had Diet Tight, Jason getting first. General Tar Heel getting second. Seabad third. T-Slaps fourth. J-Bear fifth. Viz sixth, the Little Cup Goat. It's Whatever getting seventh. And T-Row Price getting...
I actually think the next slide might actually... What up, TJ? I actually think the next slide might actually show the order, but I'm not 100% sure it's the first one. But I'm going to click it. So if it is the first one, we start. If not... yep, I have figured.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I set it up an hour ago, so I'm tired this morning. But
you're good.
There you go. So this is Scarlet Division. Owen and I are not playing in this one. But, you see a lot of familiar names here. You might see some new names as well. Yes, we're not drafting this one. We are playing.
We will play cross-division.
Yeah, there's cross-division games. So I might have drafted a Krogunk, and I can play someone who has drafted a Krogunk as well.
Correct.
Everybody's already drafted. This is the recap stream. And then, obviously, this is the Violet Division right there. A lot of familiar names on this one. I think everybody on this side has been on the channel, at least. So some new names for our channel on this one. And then I think I played everybody on the channel, at least once, minimum. But I think without further ado, let's start it off. First pick of the league. Who would have guessed? Dai picks up Scraggy, one of the top 2 Pokemon. What do you think about Scraggy?
So I think Scraggy's pretty darn good. I mean, really, really versatile, which is like the crazy thing in Draft League, right? Obviously, like in Standard, you'll see it like Eviolite and Tim Dragon Dance win, which it's probably going to do very often in this as well. But there's always like the Scarf Moxie variants, right? That are also really, really scary. Dark and Fighting are two of the strongest offensive typings in the format. So like having those as your stab combinations on top of having, moves to hit the fairies if you need to, like Iron Head, things of the sort. I mean, Scraggy is kind of inevitable in most games. The move Knockoff you'll see as like a trend. Knock is such a strong move in a format where like everything is dependent on an item.
Especially when I think the big thing about Scraggy is the fact that there's only 2 Eviolites. So Mons that were versus Little Cup, you'll probably see like 4 or 5 or 6 even on a team.
Yeah.
So Mons that can usually take a hit will not be able to from this Pokemon. However, there is no Terra, so it can't flip any matchups, which is really important.
It makes it really difficult to pivot in though, right? Like, and again, you don't have to immediately pop your DDO in the game if they have something like it's not in the decks, but first fairy type that comes to mind is like a Spritzy. You knock it, it loses an Eviolite. Next time it comes in, if rocks are up, Eviolite's gone, it dies to Iron Head, right? So really, really terrifying Pokemon. It is like always like one turn away from
sweeping. Hopefully, I don't have to fight any of them this season. Next pick, we see Timber, the other fighting type, going for General Tario, aka Play More Esports. Appreciate you, Kazam. This will be on Ben's channel. This will not be a Play More thing, as far as I know. I believe this will be on Ben's channel, which is what we have in the description. So make sure you check out Ben as well. So him skipping Stunky is really interesting because, first 2, you might see Scraggy plus Stunky, which are the top 2 most expensive in this draft league. But Timber's obviously, I've played a draft league with Timber. Timber's amazing, right? That priority is phenomenal, and the knockoff is huge. Plus, little homie just has a bunch of elemental punches that do a lot of work. It's going to be, I think this is another almost always going to run Eviolite, maybe Assault Vest, if you're not wanting to run Bulk Up. But Bulk Up Drain Punch is so good. And I think having just priority, especially getting it early in this, is important as well, because it's just going to matter a lot. Timber's just so bulky, too. And it's not as slow as people think. It's actually not as slow as people think.
Priority is king. Yeah, the speed tiers are all clumped together. So Pokemon that'll be like traditionally slow at like level 50, and everything's so close in level. You can outspeed some pretty crazy stuff. You might see like a random Flame Orb every once in a while too if you need like a super strong Mach Punch for some reason. But yeah, for the most part, it's just going to be Bulk Up 3, and again, another Pokemon that's just really difficult to switch into with Knock plus fighting coverage. And the priority is king up. So
exactly. Now, we have Mudbray round 3 from Chase. I think when you see Scraggy and Timber go, I think Mudbray makes a lot of sense if you're not getting Stunky yourself. You want a more defensive option into them. That's also ridiculously strong. This Pokemon is insanely strong. I believe 19 attack at level 5. It's also
100, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's also fast, right? It's fast enough to run a Choice Scarf. And Eviolite is another item that Mon can just run in. Plus, it has great coverage, right? CC, Heavy Slam plus Iron Head. Your Earthquake, High Horsepower, your Stone Edge, Rock Slide. This is one good Stone Edge. I know Mudsdale got Stone Edge. I believe Mudbray also got it.
I think so. Yeah, it does get Stone Edge. Correct.
So, another just great Mon overall. Great staple. You already know how good Stamina is. What up, Ments? You already know how good Stamina is. And, I mean, I don't think you're going to see much too different from this. Stealth Rock, attacking, or Scarf. I feel like that's all you really need with Mudbray. Yeah. This Mon is just...
3 attacks, rocks, or 4 attacks.
It's tank.
Yeah.
It's tank. It's tank the Pokemon.
The cool thing about Stamina too is like it doesn't completely offset it, but like it's not as hard to switch into a physical attacker and get your like EVO knocked. You get that +1 boost.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you're gonna kind of like offset that at least initially, to where you're not gonna just get 2 KO smoked by all the physical players.
Exactly. Just a little nasty kid putting in work. Cutiefly as well. Nice little Cutiefly. This is actually something I also was looking at on our side of it as well. I think Cutiefly, despite having no Quiver Dance, is still insanely strong. Still has Calm Mind, and Moonblast is disgusting. I think one of the big things about Little Cup Draft, especially with our list, is that there are very few good resists to Fairy, right? Steel types are not that great in this because there's not very many at all. There's like a Alolan Sandslash, or Sandshrew, excuse me, and there's also like Cuffant, and there's Tinkatuff.
Yeah. Tink? No, that's the middle one. Tink.
Thank you. I thought about the middle one. So there's not like a lot of, and plus it's webs as well, but there's not a lot of things that can actually deal with that. Of course, there is no Terra, And there is no quiver dance, so there's no reason for Cutiefly to be banned in this. But still
I
nasty
think
mon.
a big thing too is Cutie's like a big benefactor of like G gone. Like even Eviolite mons again, like you're like a spike away from like something like Q-Fan does like switch in technically, right? But like you get up a
Once.
hazard, you moonblast once or twice, you get a U-turn off, like it's pretty much into a KO rate from there, and it's so fast too. Again, 19 speed is just
Yeah, 19
ridiculously
speed is the
scary,
big one,
obviously.
right? Like the sweet spot for Little Cup is probably 17. That's like the most common speed tier. And then you'll have the outliers that are 18 speed, like Stunky. And then you have the demons that are 19 like speed, like this.
Yeah.
You don't care about those speed ties at all. And then you have-
There's not that many of them too, so like securing one early is always super smart.
Yeah. However, did anybody expect 5th pick,
Ridiculous.
arguably the best, if not the second best Pokemon in the entire draft? Could anybody have
I mean,
expected this?
I don't know who
the
J-Bear paid. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Actually
Like,
crazy, dude.
Yeah,
This mon's
fifth
so
pick's
good.
Stunky.
This mon's so good. 18 speed tier, great ability, knockoff, as we mentioned, play rough as well, can run special or physical, sucker punch priority. This is just such a good mon. Stunky is
I think-
disgusting, dude.
I think a cool thing too is like obviously like it could run mix very easily, and it still can run mix will a lot with like flamethrower, fire blast. But it getting temper flare is pretty cool too,
Yes.
because like on those Yu-Gi-Oh sets where you don't want to sacrifice like either your bulk set, because again your defensive typing is also so broken in this format. Like it's really really good. So being able to like go like non-mixed and full physical, and being able to like say again, there's like a steal that pivots in on your jab, and you get that double
Temper
power
flare,
temper
yeah.
flare just to blow them up. I mean, this Pokemon's impossible to do. Getting it 5th is crazy. Yeah, I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And that also means you're just going to be able to pair better Pokemon with Stunky. As this, back end of the wheel comes back around to you.
Dude, it's so nasty, man. And only one person, well, only 2 people can have Diglett as well. Not like Diglett is Diglett has to have focus.
Man, you
got
got
to
to get you got to get the turns right with Diglett
Yeah.
to even beat it. You
Exactly.
know, like
Exactly.
there's still a lot of pressure on you. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite mons of all time. Speaking of Diglett.
Speaking of,
And I feel like the person that got Diglett is the most Diglett person out there, right? If there's someone you could think of that's going to take the HO route, it's going to be Viz. It's going to be Viz.
this format was made for Viz. It feels like I've actually played in a lot of Little Cup drafts with like Viz over like since like Gen 8 onwards. Very good at the format because I think it like fits his playstyle like perfect. Like how offensive it is and how much it is about like kind of like playing the stat game correctly and things like that. And Diglett's kind of the perfect Pokemon for that. And I think he actually drafts around it really well, as we'll see
Yeah.
going forward.
Also, less Eviolites, meaning Mons actually can get revenge killed at a higher amount of HP, especially versus Life Orb Diglett. You don't necessarily have to do Sash if you want to, but Sash is obviously really good too. Can still be a Stealth Rocker Memento. Diglett's just is good. Has a great speed tier. Arena Trap is beautiful. Great pick.
Oh yeah.
And we see Shelder. So I've used Shelder in the Little Cup the Little Cup draft league I won 10 years ago, ish, maybe 9, 10 years ago. I love this mon, dude. Like even outside of Shell Smash, right? Just Scarf clicking, Icicle Spear.
Icicle Spear.
Now it has Now it has Liquidation as well. I don't even remember. I had Razor Shell back in my day. I believe it has Liquidation now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
And Ice Shard priority. Now, even though it's pure water, it doesn't matter. Those Rock Blast, those
multi hits so broken in this format that like it's basically stab. Do that much with skill link, and again being able to like slot the EVO, being super physically bulky too, like not very easy to revenge with. Like a majority of the like priority moves you want to revenge Shelter with after Smash 2 are like your mock punches and fake outs and
and it's
things
not
like
weak to
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not weak to it, and it has 8 billion defense for this format, so it's very, very difficult to beat this Pokemon. I also think it's really nice for it.
Limited Eviolite, bro, is broken. Like limited Eviolite is so broken.
And no
for this.
berry juice too.
Yeah.
So like usually like you could like EV a Pokemon to like take a 5-hit plus 2-hit because you like pop the juice, get back to full. Now you don't. And I think like one of the better checks to Shelter in Staryu not being in the decks is also
Yep.
like,
Starry
that's
not
another
being
match.
there. Fu could take it as well. Fu's banned from this, obviously. That's also another reason why I think like Mons like Timber are so nice early because Timber can be EV to tank if it wants
Tank
to,
plus-
and
yeah,
just
plus-
and drain back.
And then
into
one more thing too is like there is like always like the mirror herb aspect of it now with Shell Smash, but like the Pokemon that are gonna like outpace and like threaten Shelter after a herb are probably just gonna die to a spear into a shard, right?
Yep.
So like there's a lot of pressure to like be able to even try and so I don't know. This is a
strong
tough
one.
one.
This is a strong
Yeah.
pick.
Come on.
And then I believe this is the last pick of the round, if I'm not mistaken. Did we go through 8 already?
Correct.
Yeah, we get a Grookey. We get Grassy Glideless Grookey. I think Grookey, again, Woodhammer, insanely strong, right? One of my favorite combos was knocking a Woodhammer, killing Coughing back in Generation 8. Not having to deal with that. Also, just not caring about the bulky mons. Not having to worry about Vullaby is really cool. Not having to worry about that 17 speed tie with Mienfoo is really cool. As we talked about, no glide is pretty big for this guy, but it just spamming Woodhammer and just clicking, U-turn as well, knock. That's all you really need.
I think it's a great scarf.
You think we'll see a branch poke anywhere? A little branch poke? No?
I think we might see like a bullet seed before we see a branch poke. I'll be real.
Bullet seed's a good move though, but branch poke though.
Yeah, branch poke is cool. I mean, maybe on a scarf set just to pick something off with.
just for the title, just actually for the title.
Dude, branch poke Grookey Unleashed.
That's it. That's it. That's all you need. It won't be unleashing on me. I'll let you guys know that. But
I won't let that happen.
But versus Owen though, I've heard things.
Maybe.
Little round recap. Bunch of good mons. Anything that you thought would have been round 1 that didn't? I'm surprised Stunky obviously made it to 5th. I think that's the biggest steal of the draft.
Yeah. I think that's definitely pretty crazy. I don't think anything really snuck by the wayside. I think this is like the correct 8 or around it at the very least. But It's just the order. Obviously, Stunky going 5th is pretty crazy. Yeah, ridiculous Pokemon getting to 5th. I mean, you'll see as we go here. Round spoilers. At first pick, I very much so debated Stunky, and I think it might have even correct. Essentially, such a ridiculous Pokemon. So getting that 5th. Not okay, but I did go Scraggy.
But you ended up getting Scraggy. I mean, we talked about this. Is the thing about this one. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, we'll roll through the violet ones. Really quick.
Because we already got all the mons, right? Like, there's nothing. Yeah, Scraggy's a good mon. It's a good mon. There's not much to say. No Eviolite.
Go back about big. Go back about 5 minutes if you want to hear why.
Yeah, literally. Scraggy for Owen though, strong start. I think you're gonna have a great team around it, and another Timber immediately after Scraggy from Nexus, bro.
They just don't know ball. I don't know. I don't get it. But Timber's good. Timber's probably like 3rd best Pokemon, right? Like, I don't think that's a bad pick at all, but and Stunky.
Dude, I'm saying Timber's great though. Like I said, Timber has done a lot, and I think priority is king in this as well. Mm-hmm. It is a Super Nexus mon. We do see round 3 Stunky. I was kind of hoping it might make it to round 5. Or not round 5, but pick 5. Yeah, like the other pool. I was like, does anybody see it? Does nobody see it? But of course, Keegan, after looking at his computer and probably thinking about it for 8 hours, most likely, in a call, in DM.
No, you would know. That is literally exactly what happened. 100% exactly what happened. He sat there for like 2 hours, contemplating a bunch of nothing Pokemon that he was not going to draft, because I was like, dude, there's Stunky at pick 3. The whole reason we were worried about round 1, because you don't get Scraggy or Stunky. That's tough. Let's think about what we want after. Yeah, this is very easy pick 3.
That's what I'm saying. It's a pretty easy pick for Keegan right here. But it wasn't actually that easy for Keegan to pick. But I'm glad he was able to get it. Please ignore Keegan in the chat saying otherwise. Why would you lie? Why would we lie?
Never.
A Shelder as well. I mean, basically the same mons from the other division, bro. As we mentioned, like the same mons. Yeah. Shelder going
a little bit earlier this time.
Yeah.
So that's like the main difference is like mons are going in different orders now. And like once we get into like round 2 and 3, obviously people are going to pair these Pokemon with different. And I think that'll be like the more interesting part of this is how these Pokemon synergize. But yeah, round 1 it's kind of be a repeat of last time. But yeah, I mean, we said same reason as before. Spear is strong, Rock Blast is strong, Shard is strong.
I believe my pick is next, and I ended up picking Mudbray. My rationale was this basically is my Scraggy, Stunky, Timber.
Yeah, I don't want to lose to the broken guys.
Yeah, that's it. So I picked Mudbray round 1 as well. Hits hard, 19 attack, can be a good Scarfer. This is coming to 100% of my games, period.
Oh, yeah.
No reason. This is a lot of people, your round 1 should come to a lot of your games. And this is a staple.
Hopefully to most of them,
yeah, if not all.
I didn't pick a great round 1. Yeah, probably didn't pick a great round 1 if it's not coming.
Yeah, if it doesn't come to all the games. Exactly, I agree with you. So Cutiefly as well from Amel. So again, all the same Pokemon so far, but just a different order. Cutiefly, I was actually kind of hoping that people would ignore Cutiefly on the way back, so I could maybe get it in the following round.
I've seen it fall like wheelish, but yeah, it would have
been tough. It would have been tough. There was a lot more picks between them, but Cutiefly gives Amel, I think, Cutiefly is perfect in Amel's hands. Amel is a very gifted battler and builder, very unique. And Cutiefly has that surprise aspect of, am I going to be attacking versus am I going to be setting up sticky web? And I think Amel's going to be able to use those mind games extremely well. Yes, this is a Little Cup Draft League, level 5 on Wi-Fi singles. And there's Grookey from D-Ray. I mean,
a little earlier.
I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. Look at D-Ray's mascot, by the way. Can we appreciate how it went down from Annihilate to Mankey?
He devolved, yeah, dude. He was ready to go. He was so excited that he was able to get that done right before the draft started.
This is very important for later, by the way. It has Ash's hat. This is very important for later, guys. Very, very important for later in the draft league. A little foreshadowing here that he has a Mankey as his background pick. This may actually end up being important. And last pick of the round. Chinchou.
A different one. Look at that. Chinchou's, see that? Maybe that's what we should have mentioned last time. I totally forgot about Chinchou. Super good Pokemon. I mean another Pokemon that just feels impossible.
Bro, this has been good in Little Cup since Gen 4. Like, this is
good
dual typing. Has Flip Turn now, by the way, so you cannot block its Volt Switch anymore.
Man, it's so scary trying to block it, man.
17 speed.
Catching nice. Yeah.
Dude, Thunderbolt,
great natural bulk.
Water Move, Ice Beam, like, disgusting.
And I think something that's like worth mentioning too is like, you know, we talk about Dark and Fighting being like two of the strongest offensive typing in the Cup. Arguably stronger, or at least if not like equal, is like Flying. Like Flash Spam is so strong in Little Cup, and this is like one of the best resists to that. Like being able to kind of flip the head, which is really, really.
And it makes sense. Immunities. It makes sense also for SK to get this because SK is the wheel, right? So he doesn't have to pick the same order as the other side, right? He can literally get those mons. But I think Chinchou gives him a lot to work with. Obviously, he's going to be able to build really easily around Volt Flip, right? Volt Turn, literally. Literally Volt Turn.
Get up rocks and Volt and Flip around forever, especially if he gets more momentum.
Yep. So again, the only outlier right here is SK with Chinchou, but 17 speed tier and very tough dual stab to switch into. So good mod. Yeah. Period.
Oh yeah, good pickup for sure. Good pickup.
Everything else about the same. Not really going to talk too much. We'll get more into things as the divisions change. Chinchou hits 17 speed in Little Cup. Okay, speaking of speed, one of the fastest mons available right now, bro. Elekid, man. Yo, Elekid is a monster with Life Orb. This is like, when I think of Life Orb, this is the mon. This is the mon.
So I didn't know this until post draft. I didn't know Elekid got knocked too. Yeah, that's also really scary. Like those grounds that pivoted before and could like maybe take 2 ice punches with Light. Now you like die to knock into dice. Like Life Orb. It's really, really scary. This is such a fun Pokemon. Also cool pairing with Grookey. Like really strong.
You're getting healed. You're getting healed by the grass terrain and you're using Life Orb. Knock into Psychic also hits stuff very, very, very hard.
Yeah. Like 100%. And like, you know, Grookey's baiting in like positive matchups for Elekid very often.
Exactly. Can you turn out Grookey? Yeah, exactly. Fizz walls, you turn out, you bring out the Grookey. I mean, excuse me, you bring out the Elekid and you put in a lot of work. So I think this is a strong combo right here. Very good first wheel pick for this team.
Oh yeah, no, very, very strong.
Another
Big Pawniard.
Okay, so Pawniard not having knock is really unfortunate, right? Extremely unfortunate. I don't think it's the demon that it once was. I think it's just good, fantastic dual typing. It's not like it's competing against an Abra that has hidden power. There's nothing like that. There's no Drain Punch Life Orb Abra in this, or whatever you want to run on it, because that doesn't exist in this game. So that's really nice for Pawniard. So there's no substitute 50-50s with that. There's no Mienfoo, the best answer to Pawniard, period, right? Doesn't care about being knocked and goes in. Timber probably is the second one. You're still scary with the Sucker Punch Iron Head. Night Slash.
That's is a little weak, but it's still really strong. It's also a good rocker too. I think people forget. Like you don't have to SD up. You can just be like stab sucker rocks and get a lot of value out of this Pokemon. Like very, very strong.
Exactly. So nice mon. Little golden go background right there. I think it's what I was gonna do really fine with Pawniard. Also one of the better shelter switch-ins, which is interesting. So the fact that you picked it up, that way nobody else can get it, I think is pretty cool too. And you just want to, again, you're just doubling up on priority right now. So nice pick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. See this was like expected, right? Like this is a combo I feel like is super expected because you're gonna be able to Volt Switch out on Pokemon or Flip Turn out on Pokemon that can come in outside of Grass types. Diglett's gonna be able to trap everything, like
Yeah.
I think it's literally, and you're not going to bring in flying types on Chinchou at all.
It's not going to take much. Yeah, it's not going to take much for Diglett to get things like you don't only trap like Pokemon that are weak to ground, with Diglett. Like it's very easy with how frail and like how offensive this tier is to get something in a range of life. Like
Exactly.
even if it's something with a neutral type. Like again, like say like there's not a lot of dragons, but say like a dragon, right? Because you're like, I want to switch to dual stabs. You probably only need to get down to like 65%.
Yep,
Diglett's
exactly. And you're going to get that
very
chip with
well.
flip turn. You're going to get that clip with Volt Switch. I also want to note, like, Chinchou doesn't have to run Eviolite spam. It can run, Solvus in this too if you're double up already on your Eviolite. And also,
Good
Scarf. It's probably one of the better Scarfers as well. At least from Gen 4. I loved it as a Scarfer in Gen 4. But I love this combo. I would love to see some priority. A Minchino, if you don't go priority, but an Apom I think would be really, really nice.
Meowth, yeah.
Another Mon that I love that was broken in Little Cup, but there's no Terra, but it still gives him a great speed tier, phenomenal speed tier. And, I mean, great dual stab in general, right? You don't need... Terra is just an added gift that makes this Mon broken. But
Yeah.
great speed tier, Volt Switch to get in Stunky, Leaf Storm for the ground types as well. It's going to be
free volts, and again, things can resist it. Like what? And again, the main thing that's going to switch it on something like Voltorb is going to be like your grasses, right? It's hard to block this Volt, and that's again free Stunky and either a free Poison Jab or Gunk or Sludge Bomb or just a free knockoff. The moves, the grass aren't going to do anything to Stunky if they stay in it, right?
Yep. Just a nasty, nasty Mon. I love Hisuian Voltorb. Shout out to Marcus as well. This is my goat.
Oh yeah, true. Marcus loves this guy in standard and Ubers.
Yeah, bro, Marcus will bring this Mon. We'll draft this Mon every draft league if he can. If he doesn't get Hisuian Electrode. So big shout out to him. Jaybear's team looking really strong. We're seeing a lot of Volt Switch. We're seeing basically a lot of Pokemon right now to get in their big threat that they got round 1.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be a common pattern. And there's Apom. Now, Apom is not banned in this because there's no Terra. So it doesn't have the ungodly power of... plus there's no Tail Slap. Plus there's no Tail Slap, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Fury Swipes is nasty.
Fierceness is strong if you... Fierceness is strong 80% of the time, or
If you
maybe a
Terra.
little bit less.
But there's no Terra. Yeah, no, it's still good. Also, fantastic speed tier once again for this team. Like, Apom is fast. Priority. Fake Out's damn near unguardable unless you're a ghost or go for Protect. And Apom just has that speed and that power, especially with Technician as well. Apom is back. Dude, I love Apom. This is definitely one of the Mons I was thinking about drafting. Obviously, we're in the other division, so I still could. But it's definitely one of the Mons I was thinking about drafting. It was actually pretty expensive as well.
I think you touched on like Fake Out being so strong too, because like again, like with Pokemon like Cutefly, it's super fast, but like you can outspeed it and like revenge it with Scarfers and like threaten it that way. It's really hard to do so with Apom, like if it's positioned well, because again, like, your Scarfer can come in and revenge it, but like if I just fake you out and do 40%, next time you come out and rocks you die to it. Like
Yeah,
it's
no, 100%.
ridiculously strong. It also gets knocked too, so it's hard to pivot in on it as the Scarfer. Like gets U-turn. Like really, really. Again, I like prioritizing speed.
No, I agree. I also love that like this is going to be a phenomenal Life Orb Mon. Obviously, you can run Silk Scarf, but the damage that Life Orb does in Little Cup is insane.
Ridiculous.
It's actually insane. It's just the way the multipliers work. Like Life Orb is better than Choice Band. For those that don't know how.
Pretty much, you'll very seldom see like band and specs and Little Cup. Like, everyone's
there's no point in running Choice Band because Life Orb is significantly stronger in the basically Life Orb applies after the damage is rolled, whereas Choice Band affects your attack stat. So Life Orb ends up hitting harder in Little Cup than Choice Band because of the way the damage is applied. So it's really, really nasty. And especially with multi-hit mons, it's disgusting.
Yeah. There's some really silly calcs you'll see with like, these Fury Swipes and Bullet Seeds and stuff like that. It's pretty silly.
I like when Choice Band does less. I just like looking at it. I think it's really funny.
Oh yeah.
Multi-hit ruled Little Cup back in the day. Yeah, when people use it, it's still broken. Glamet. So Chase picking up. I mean, Glamet's still good. Glamet has an insane special attack stat. This mon hits hard as hell. You're getting T-Spike as well, which is really cool. Your Toxic Debris. Cool Scarfer. Doesn't have Earth Power, but can use Mud Shot.
Yeah. Which like isn't as strong, obviously, but again, when you have 105 special attack, like that's really strong. Plus, there's not a lot of switches to your stabs. Again, there's not a lot of steals. We talked about with Cutiefly. not a lot of things are gonna switch into Sludge Bomb Power Gem. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a good fairy resist
really,
as well.
really strong
Like obviously
combo.
Cutiefly is psychic, but that won't Oko. And again, just being able
It
to
doesn't
get up.
get Energy Ball.
Yeah.
It doesn't get Energy Ball, which is another important thing to mention. So like grounds are typically going to be your like more common answer to it, but again, you get off a Sludge Bomb, or if you get hit with a physical move and you get up a T-Spike, it's usually not super like smart to set up T-Spike in Little Cup. Like the format's super fast paced, so like it's not something you'll see as commonly as you do in like regular singles. But like if you're just getting it set up because you took a hit and you're playing the game,
Yep.
that's incredible.
Also, grounds have to worry about getting just poison in general, right? So like, you bring this thing in on a U-turn from a fighter or something like that. A ground can't come immediately in. You can't go out to a flyer on Glimmet either. So it's going to be really, really, unless you're like Wingle.
And there's some grounds that'll just die to Meteor Beam into like mid-ground like coverage dazzling. You know, like unless they're like Eviolite Max Spit F, they might just die. You know,
Yeah, I like Chase's team so far. I like Glimmet. I like to see. I didn't know when we'd see this mon go, so I'm enjoying seeing this mon picked up. Speaking of Pokemon, I'm enjoying. So I mean, he just picked up Superior in the previous BUBL season, and then here
use the baby farm.
He has little Snivy. Now, obviously, Snivy doesn't have Terra going for it, but who cares when you Leaf Storm? You basically beat your counter with Leaf Storm. We talked about Steel types.
Or you run like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was saying we talked about Steel types being kind of garbage in this, right? So, what are you saying? Oh, you just run Glare spam.
Yeah, or you just run Glare, like you run those like fat Eviolite like knockoff Glare sets, and you don't win right away, but you win eventually. It'll happen, you know. Like it still gets knocked and Glare leaves right. It's just baby Serp, but functions like even stronger. There's nothing actual bulk in the format.
The Snivy get Bullet Seed? Yes, most likely. But
it also gets Leaf Storm.
Yeah, I'm about to say it does get Leaf Storm with Contrary, and you know a little bit new to Snivy, but definitely scary Scarfer I think as well, especially with he already has another a knockoff mon on his team. So like one of my favorite things to do with Scarf Superior back in the day was just Leaf Storm once, and then you know eventually get the Tornadus a little weaker once, right? You get Stealth Rock up, you get a little bit of chip on it that comes in, you two-shot it. So like I think Scarf Leaf Storm could be really cool this season, really as well. Hey, I love this mon, bro. This mon is like a truck, and it can run special too and get away with it because Little Cup, the point difference is so minimal. It's nice, man.
I mean, you look at the stats too, and you're like, wow, this Pokemon's really weak. It's really frail. It's really slow. But man, it's okay. It's not really frail. Actually, I'm lying. It's actually decently bulky.
No, it's bulky at level 5.
It looks, yeah, it looks very weak and very slow. But oh my goodness, nothing switches into Dupe Hider at all. Like this Pokemon's so strong.
That's it. It's so strong.
Get webs for Scraggy.
Gets a sticky web for Scraggy, which is big.
Yeah, because like the fact that like Scraggy again at +1 can just win the game. So very often your counterplay is going to be like a Scarfer that's faster and can revenge it. Now you can't do that anymore if webs are up. So.
Exactly. Nasty mon, good ground resist as well for the team. Good fighting resist as well for Scraggy, and just in general, it also takes fairy moves naturally because it's just so bulky on that side. Favorite mon this Apom. I'm very partial to Apom. So I love this, by the way, because we only saw one mon that was already drafted so far. So I think this is really cool. A little Chinchou.
Oh yeah, this is where we start differentiating a little bit. People have different visions for the team. I'm hype on the Voltorb Hisui. Voltorb Hisui, I like the new guys. Voltorb Hisui and Glimmet, I'm most excited because I played a lot of LC in Gen 7, Gen 8. A little bit less this gen with no juice, so I'm very excited to see how those.
I want to see how good the knockoff Elekid is. On our side, this was kind of, we talked about it. This is literally Viz's draft the opposite way. But it's Diglett. We talked about just how good Diglett plus Chinchou are already, how they basically help each other out, and Diglett can trap, and Chinchou being able to get the extra chip for them. Just a really classic Gen 4 duo, classic forever gen, honestly, from this. Really, really nice. Just strong. Just strong.
Nice, simple stuff. Flip turn Volt out, trap someone with EQ.
Didn't we do this one already as well? Didn't we?
I swear it gets different. These are just really good pairings, you know?
Yeah, they're really
like, this is just like carbon copy what you should probably be doing with these Pokemon, you know? So I get it. Again,
you got the plug.
Super strong.
You got the plug. Yeah. All right, so here's where it starts differentiating a bit. There you go. 17 speed, rapid spinner, pure ground type, drill burr, gives him a rocker, gives him that ground type for, again, electric type attack. Electric types are really, really strong in Little Cup as well. And these guys just pair extremely well together as well. I like drill burr. I think the rapid spin buff is really nice for it too. It was a great berry juice mon, unfortunately. It's a good Eviolite mon, good Scarfer as well for his team. Kind of doing what Juro wants to do. What up, Rico? Kind of doing what Juro wants to do in general.
Yeah, I think like being able to like have good rapid spin too when you have webs, closing webs. I think it's pretty tough like finding good removal in a format like this. Like there's not a lot. There already isn't an SV, especially not in Little Cup. So like securing something like that is really good. It's also taking one of the really good spinners off the board for your Q-Fly.
Yep. I also want to say that no Grassy Glide on Grookey is really nice for this homie as well. So watch out for that speed tag, Grookey. Oh, I basically declared that I am going snow for it. I want to get Vulpix. Gives me Veil for the team. Blizzard plus Freeze Guy is very strong. Mudbray takes on the physical mons that deal with this mon. And obviously the snow. Y'all play level 100? No, there's a little cup. There's a little 5. These games are going to be 5 minutes long. Enjoy them every Sunday. Enjoy your YouTube short draft. Anything you want to add about this Pokemon? It can use Baton Pass in this. It is legal in this. It can use Baton Pass. It can use all its items. None of the items are banned for this guy. Ice Shard priority. I don't know. Is there anything I'm missing when it comes to the Vulpix?
Nah, I mean, it clicks strong Blizzard too, which is cool. Like, again, we mentioned steals aren't very plentiful. So, like, having strong ice spam is really difficult for deal with. They might have one resist, especially if you go the snow route, like, of, you know, this plus, like, you know, a snow abuser later on. It can be really, really difficult. Like, again, you'll switch him once, you'll take a Blizzard, take 30%, and then, you know, the snow abuser in the back is, like, just, you know,
really feeling it. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And another combo that's just really good, right? Getting in Kirby's, getting in Shelter. Shelter plus, this is probably my favorite combo with this mon so far, I think, which is just beat the grounds, beat the grounds, beat the grounds, beat the waters, beat the grounds, beat the waters, beat the grounds. That's it. Yeah, no singles draft for the most part. None of us are ever going to play best of 3. That's 3 teams you have to prep. It's not like VGC where you can bring the same team and you're bringing 4v4 and different you can choose things. Yeah. No, it's the beauty of draft is the worst team can beat the better team. And I'm not even talking about player-wise, but I'm talking about matchup-wise because of prep and stuff. And that gets ruined if you have to play a best of 3, especially if there's a rematch again in playoffs as well. So I would never... I think
something that's cool to mention about this combo too, of like Shelter plus you mentioned like obviously like we mentioned like, you know, Smash is strong, but Scarf, I think like the combo of like Voltorb Hisui plus Scarf Shelter is really
because you're getting them strong Volt switches off. Yeah, and then you're just doing
exactly. And like into those grasses and things like that. Again, like it might seem silly going into your Shelter, but there's a chance a lot of those grasses, like while they might threaten an Oko on you probably just kill them with a 5-hit spear. Like, exactly. Most of them at least, you know, or the dragons that want to come in, the very few of them.
Exactly. Just get your kill. And I love this combo. I think this is a nasty combo two together. One of the strongest mons next to Glare and Leaf Storm. Yeah. What else do you need, bro? You knock all the mons. Stunky can beat everything, right? And the only thing Stunky doesn't like is ground types. And there you go. Yeah. You had a great ground type switch in there. And this ain't no Landorus Therian. There's no U-turn. There's no Gligar in this either. Right? There's no U-turn. You're going for Earthquake, you're resisting it, and then
close Leaf Storm.
Exactly.
Now I think this is cool too because like we mentioned on like Ben's team, like, you know, the Glare like Snivy set. I don't think Keegan literally ever has to run that. He can just run Scarf every game. Like literally always. You just knock and then, you know, you knock with the Stunky because it knocks everything throughout the course of the game and you just Leaf Storm eventually. Yep. Doing as much damage as it can. Nasty little combo. And we see one Vulpix, so we see the other. I think Sun is really cool. I want to note also that Nexus had a different draft, and then during Grace ended up just turning it into a crazy Sun game. Yeah. I think so. I think it was crazy that Sun didn't go in this pool. Spoilers for the other pool. It does eventually go to someone. It didn't go at all into this pool, like during the draft itself, and he was able to like completely pick up a very, very strong like, you know, Sun team. You know, spoilers again. Vulpix usually kind of indicates that.
Yes.
But I think Weather is just really strong, a lot stronger than it is in regular because like you just don't have the same defensive counterplay. Yeah. So you might have a good Sun check, but they're gonna get overwhelmed, and so eventually. There's
2 things that Sun usually runs. Diglett is one of them. So there's gonna be no Diglett for Nexus, obviously, because we know SK already drafted Diglett. The other thing though, for the good part for Sun, there's no Mienfoo. And the reason Mienfoo's good in the Sun is because it fakes out and it wastes a Sun turn.
Stalls a billion turns.
Exactly. Come in, fake out, and then Sun's basically done. And then You know, it's dealing with Charmander, it's dealing with Bulbasaur in that regard. It's also bulky enough to take a hit if it needs to. Not from Charmander, if it's like, you know, overheat, weather ball, etc., etc. But having no Diglett is going to be, it doesn't matter as much though, because there's only like what, 1 or 2 Marini, 1 or 2. That's probably like the only mon off the top of my head that tanks. And usually you also use Diglett to try and trap Mienfoo after weakening it. And you don't have to worry about Mienfoo in this. So it's gonna be interesting. I like Sun,
I think
though.
it's a strong mod on its own too, and like a cool draft tool. That I don't know if it runs the standard in LC like when it was allowed or not. But Healing Wish obviously is a really, really cool tool for this guy. Like, you know, see you getting a second life on that Sun Abuser after it's like kind of whittled itself down after taking like a fake out and a bunch of life orb hits. Having it again with full turns of Sun like at its disposal, super nasty, super difficult to deal with.
And there it is. He said, "I'm getting the best switching to me." I said,
the best switching to me and all 3 of the fairy types.
Yeah, literally all 3. Literally all 3 of the fairy types. I love Coughing, dude. One of my favorite Little Cup mons. Offensively, I like it. It's really, really good.
Sludge Bomb Flamethrower is just really annoying.
Yeah, you got Sludge Bomb Flamethrower, T-Bolt. That's all you need. Pain Split.
Losing Berry Juice is definitely tough. Like, I love the Juice Thief sets. Like, I thought those sets were so obnoxious to deal with. But it's still really strong on its own. Again, you don't even have to do a lot of damage with Sludge Bomb. Proc a Poison. The Pokemon basically feels. So that plus Flamethrower, Willow. And again, not only great Fairy Resist, great Scracky check, but it's also like a great fighting check. And so the 2 main things that Scracky really struggles with, I kind of secured right here. Was the idea.
Neutralizing Gas is also just really nice. Oran Berry usable? Yes.
It is usable, and it probably will be used, unfortunately. we're speaking of Gen 4 LC.
Double Vulpix, my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I really do think that, like, from like the little couple leagues I've played in, general circles, a lot of people aren't big on Sun and LC like draft, but I don't get it. I think it's so strong, so I think it was a cool route for me.
Whenever people say that, it's always the most annoying stuff to prep for. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Always the most annoying stuff to prep for. Oh, speaking of annoying to prep for, bro. Web's a spin blocker that can, well, obviously Terra Blast doesn't matter, but it will run Terra Blast as a stab.
Yeah.
But that hits hard, strong as well, priority mon as well. Just nasty little mon.
I've used this once before. So much fun. Now, like, he kind of has to keep hazards away, but like, if you can keep hazards away, like, being able to disguise it as Scraggy is also pretty scary. Obviously, you'll kind of tell if rocks are up.
From rocks.
So you got to be careful about that. But I think the cool thing is, obviously, it's, you know, super, super frail, but being able to play with 2 immunities on top of that illusion is what makes, like, this line actually usable with illusion, opposed to, like, regular Zorua and Zoroark, who aren't, like, as good with it, with just, like, the psychic immunity. So this is a really cool pickup. It's also another Knockmon, too. I believe it gets knocked, too.
Yep.
So
this mon's cool. I like Zoro a lot. I like Zoroark. I mean, excuse me, regular Zoro a lot too. Obviously, I like Zoro too. But I like
definitely, it's definitely a lot better in Little Cup than Zoroark is.
Yeah. I mean, the Ghost is always better than the other one anyway, in general. But no, this works really well for the team as well. Just close combat sponging. I think the mind games are gonna be crazy. Like you said, if they can keep up rocks, if they get some hazard control later, it'll be nasty for the team. Another cool mon, bro. Meowth is one of my favorite mons to run in Gen 8.
Yeah, this one's so good.
Fake out plus Feint at Technician. Oh, Feint having the higher priority than like moves like Mach Punch and stuff like that too. Dude, it does so much damage with Technician Life Orb. Also has a lot of unique tools that let it hit counters to an extent.
Yeah, like random water pulses and things like that.
Exactly.
Like you have like a Geodude and you think you're safe, fake out water pulse. You know, like this Pokemon's really, really fun. I like this Pokemon a lot. I know you're a big Apom guy. I'm Meowth truther for sure. I love that guy. This one's so much fun.
Meowth is good. Mine used to be busted before the Apom Nation pulled up. I wouldn't say busted. I would just say extremely good though.
It's definitely one of those guys that loves the LC draft.
Bro,
because there's definitely better normal spamming guys, but you draft the Meowth and you run into the matchup with it.
Bro, if you draft Meowth and you run into Sun, smoked. You're wasting 2 turns and you're killing them on. Smoked.
Yeah. And then like there's also like the opportunity to like click like just Life Orb double too.
Yeah.
Something. You know, like you turn 2. It even got Trailblaze, which is super sick coverage for it. Like with Technician. So yeah, sick one.
Got Meowth so the Snivy won't face one. Definitely won't fight it now. little foreshadowing. Oh, a little Squirtle? Hey, I love Squirtle, bro. Little Shell Smash guy? little scary.
Oh yeah, a little shell smash, a little rapid spin too.
Yeah.
I think this guy's cool because it can do both really well. Like shell smash sweeper, super scary. You have to respect it, or you might just lose to the smash Squirtle. But it's also really good as like a bulky violate pivot with spin, turn, things like that.
It can run physical as well,
good priority,
too, which I think is huge.
Yeah, good priority on Aqua Jet as well. Really good. Also, a really good rapid spinner that you're taking away from other people and also getting for yourself to where if you want hazards to be gone, you don't want to play webs, but you want to set up a spike, rocks, and then like T-spike when you sack Glim to a physical attack. You don't have to get rid of your own hazards.
Sucks it doesn't learn Earthquake, but you can always just body slam and double edge and wave crash. It has ice spinner too.
Yeah.
So that's my guy.
Yeah.
I love
super
this guy
strong
so much. And there's coughing. There it is. One of the better fairy resists. A good Amapom a decent Amapom check, excuse me.
He'll do his best without berry juice. Yeah, he'll do his best without berry juice. We'll see that.
They are omnipotent for sure, random, but like it's different because like it's not like everybody's gonna have Mudbray, right? Not everybody's gonna have Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew, obviously in this regard is what I'm talking about, not regular Sandshrew. No offense to regular Sandshrew, but obviously there's a big tier difference in terms of how good they are. I love coughing. I love coughing so much.
We talked about it before.
Yeah,
it's also again like you have Cutify, you get one of the better fairy resists on the board. There's
also really ground immunity if depending on the matchup, right? Depending on the matchup, Levitate, which is good for this team.
Yeah.
And talked about Drillbur. I think this is another really, really good team by J-Bear typically drafts really well. But a really good team by J-Bear. One of the best spinners in the tier. And, bro, like you're using Electrode and Stunky to remove the waters and the grasses right together. So it just pairs extremely well. We talked about Drillbur, though, so I don't think there's a lot necessarily get in here.
Security there you go. Is good.
There you go. That's
the fun mod. This guy's so much fun.
That's Viz, man. Yo, I was looking at this mod. This mod was on my radar. Obviously, I'm in a different division, but like this is something that was on my radar as well. Like, look at it. It's so cool. Bro, talk about
18 speed is also really nice. 18 speed is so clutch for this thing. Like as a Scarfer, because so many Scarfers hit that 17 speed tier. So having a Scarfer fast in that, really gross. And it gets the baton pass in this. Like it doesn't get U-turn. For some reason, I feel like it totally should get U-turn. I actually thought it did until we went into this draft. But like it getting baton pass, it getting like again double edge, brave bird, knockoff, and a lot of the flying resist. While low kick typically is not good in little cup, don't get me wrong, all the ones are little. A lot of the flying resist, Pokemon like again like a Q fan, that might switch in, are gonna get blown up by a low kick, or you're just gonna wear them down with double edge.
Plus Doduo in general. Plus you have
Diglett too.
Yeah, exactly. I also want to note
just
that
baton pass, Diglett, Earthquake, Doduo.
This one is strong. It also has knockoff,
really
right?
strong.
Like it has knockoff.
It does have
access to Swords Dance.
It's 85 attack. It hits 19 with an Adamant Nature. And like there are some matches you might be able to go Adamant, but like it's 18. Jolly. Yeah, really, really strong mod. I like to do a lot. This is a good pick. Sleeper guy.
I'm a big fan. Plus priority quick attack. There you go. Speaking of nasty mods. Speaking of little nasty mod. Obviously no Terra, so you're not gonna belly drum sweep everybody. But my God, Magby. Magby 19 speed tier, have to worry about it belly drum sweeping you with Mach Punch priority, has good coverage as well on top of that.
Yeah. I think people forget because like this guy's broken in like regular LC because of like belly drum Mach Punch. Like Terra obviously this gen, but even last year I think it got banned. Like it plus West was so strong. In draft, mixed Magby, like just like Life Orb overheat Magby, you get like Thunder Punch. Like this thing has the most ridiculous coverage for this tier. Like it's I've absolutely loved you.
I love Magby, bro.
Before. It has so much cool text, like so many cool coverage.
You think we'll see some webs on this team, like a Surskit, like a cheap Weber?
It'd be really strong. On top of like having Pawnyard, on top of having Shelter too, like because there's some scary Scarfers that might us be Shelter. I think it'd be a really good pickup for.
Can we talk about how
really
like you want to set up webs into Magby and things like that, and then they have Pawnyard to abuse it? Like,
that's true, yeah.
Nice, good team synergy. The move Earthquake looking a little bit scary, so we'll see how it's whatever rounds that out. Bro, this is straight up out of Gen 8. This is a straight up Gen 8 team.
Just looking like a Gen 8 team.
Straight up Gen 8 team. Your last three are Bienfu. You're still using Diglett regardless of Grookey, and you probably have coughing like on this. Like that's literally Trap Inch is actually a little bit better for the first impression Trap. But
this is the most broken Pokemon of all time when it hits its moves.
When it hits.
There's literally nothing that switches into this Pokemon in the tier.
Let me tell you, your item on this exclusively. Your item on this exclusive to this league should be at Life Orb. Okay? At Life Orb. Yeah. You want, if you land your Hurricanes, it's over. Oh, they also
nothing switches into water flying.
Bro,
Nothing.
they also gave it
Like,
water. They
absolutely.
also gave it broken water move this gen, I believe.
I know it has surf now. I don't know if it had surf before. I remember having to click pop a lot. I don't know. No, it had skull. It had skull before. So it
Yeah,
has surf.
yeah. But now it's surf.
Honestly, there's a real like world where you just run like accurate and inaccurate stat, right? Like surf, hydro, air / hurricane, and like depending on the situation, if you because a lot of time you'll be able to just kill with the surf or the air.
Bro, there's no protect me Enfu doing 70% to you with fake out. Like this is Mr. Frail. I'm gonna hit hard though.
Yeah, I mean I'm probably gonna outspeed you too with 19 speed. Like ridiculously strong Pokemon. You just gotta hit your moves. Like,
look at Pico.
If you do.
Pico going stupid here. I think Pico my favorite outside of Doduo. I like the Flyers a lot. Obviously, I like Meowth
the
too.
Doduo pick a lot. I think that there's a lot of cool picks here. Also like fast offense in round 3, which is cool. In those like double normals and then Magby plus Wingull. I really like the Magby too. It's a really fun mon in draft. Like
this is just a great.
Drum
This
is like
just a
what you
great.
see in standard, but those mix sets are gonna hit like a truck.
Let's talk about the ones we hate. This one. J-Bear, T-Slaps. Have some class.
Ooh.
Pick a cool Pokemon. How dare it?
Dude. We had Zorua go first too. Yeah, there was like dude,
I'm
triple
saying,
normal,
where's your cool pick?
Yeah.
Where's your cool pick? This is Little Cup draft, bro. You don't gotta win.
Boo.
Boo. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at that.
Guys, let me tell you what's gonna happen this season. Make sure you pay attention to Owen's camera whenever this mon clicks. He's gonna have his hands together praying, and when it misses, he's gonna get so mad.
Turn down your volume.
He's
Turn
gonna
down your
get
volume.
yeah, he's gonna get
keyboard
so mad. I don't know why. Look, this mon fits perfectly for your team, right?
It's so good.
It
It's
fits
so good.
perfectly
I
for your
almost
team.
literally didn't pick it because of that. It's
Yes.
so good though.
Why would you get a mon for your team? Again, it's perfectly for your team. But why would you get a mon that's gonna be so rage-inducing for you?
In the words of Keegan, you need some complete equity when you draft. You need to have the Pokemon. You're like, oh, well, that's why I lost. That's why. It wasn't because I haven't positioned it or the fact that I had to risk the Hurricane miss. It's
because I missed.
That's the
You
only
know
reason.
what? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm gonna keep that in mind going forward. Ooh, this mon is goated, bro. I've seen this mon put up crazy numbers. By the way, I've seen this mon in regular.
Yeah.
I see it put.
Just multi-hit moves are so broken. Multi-hit moves are so broken.
Toucannon OU live coming out tomorrow, by the way, with Suave. Toucannon OU live coming out tomorrow, and let me tell you something. That mon blew my expectations out the water. It was crazy, and I'm hoping that Nexus does this too.
Yeah, I mean, Brave Bird, Bullet Seed, it gets flame charge for some reason.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's kind of great.
I want to say that when Nexus was changing his team, this was the one mon that he was like, besides Timber, it was like, I don't care what has to be dropped, I'm not dropping this mon.
This guy's staying on the team, yeah. Whether it be as a Scarfer, or if you find that matchup where you could just be Life Orb, Pick a Peck, you might die in 2 hits because of Brave Bird, Life Orb, Brox, but you're getting 2. And that's probably worth it, right?
Multi-hit moves are broken. That's it.
Multi-hit is ridiculously strong in this. U-turn, gets knock, even random mixed heat wave sets, to run, depending on the matchup. But you get Brick Break as well for a lot of those resists.
And Boom Burst.
Yeah, mixed Boom Burst is really strong as well. Despite having 30 special attack, it's Little Cup. So Life Orb, Boom Burst, Stab.
30 special attack is what is that? 11 or 12 versus 14? It doesn't even matter when it comes to Little Cup. It's actually crazy.
Not really. Low-key, not really. If you're going max special attack, so ridiculously strong Pokemon. So much fun to use.
Okay, I feel like this feels like a Keegan mon. I know it doesn't look sure about what it wants, but he picks it anyway.
It does give off big Keegan energy. I'm very nervous right now. He does not know what's going on.
What do you mean Staryu's not in the game? What do you mean Staryu's not there?
Oh shit. Really annoying Pokemon though. Ridiculously bulky. I have it. Swogon's doing a Nat Dex Little Cup draft tournament right now.
Okay.
And I drafted this thing there. Really, really strong. Pickpocket's so annoying in the format. Being able to just steal items when everything is so reliant on the item.
Yeah.
Is really, really strong. Gets knock, gets encore. It does what Tink does, but though I will say the physical steel stab being Metal Claw is kind of.
No, I agree, but you on the flip side, unlike Tinkaton, you have recovery and draining kiss, which you can get away with in the lower tier. So that's a big one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For this mon. Also, one of the mons that we're probably going to see run legit Air Balloon and Aurum Barrier are going to be really good on this because, like you said, Pickpocket is going to be really, really nice. I love stealing Eviolites. Exactly, same, literally same. Good mon for the team.
Yeah.
Also, this mon was big as hell. on Showdown for long. This and Watchroll were probably my favorite mons to look at on Little Cup. If you ever played on
when
Showdown.
they had like the little sprites.
Because they're big as hell, bro. They're like giant babies, bro. They're like elephant babies.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Big
DPP Goat. DPP Goat, bro. You want the fake out vacuum wave combo, the 1-2? Woof.
Oh yeah. Nice little water immunity too. I think like another reason this is like that's one of the main reasons it's cool for the team because like Voltorb is really strong and like smokes a lot of waters. And while you might resist the Scalds and the Surfs coming in, you're still Voltorb, right? Like you're not taking it super well. Having like a strong immunity to those, I think is actually really, really nice for this team because waters are gonna check shelter pretty well. You get like in a bad position where like, yeah, I don't want to switch in my Voltorb hard on like an Ice Beam noobs. I have the Krogan if you like ground, which is cool.
Agreed. This is a Goatmon. Like actually Goatmon. Beautiful, beautiful moves. Nasty Plot as well. It's something you can get away with priority. I like Krogan a lot. I think it's gonna be really strong. For Kirby. I really like Kirby's draft. This Mon is not the defensive beast of Toxapex. This is an offensive demon in Little Cup. This is an offensive demon in Little Cup. Yep, Sludge Bomb. Yep, Surf. Recover as well at Eviolite. This is another, this is probably like, I have 2 Mons on my team that are almost exclusively going to run Eviolite. And it's my first and third pick. Ain't no reason not to. I love this Mon so much, dude.
No, I've seen like even like Scarf Marini put on work. Little Cup's so funny because you could do shit like that. Like you said with like
I can Blizzard, bro.
You can run Scarf Mudbray.
I can run Scarf Blizzard as well. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. You hit at Timid, you hit 15. That's a good
dude,
Scarf.
Okay, so this Mon is faster than Toxapex by a lot. Like by a lot. Like the base points are a lot faster.
Yeah, it's base 45. Again, 43 special attack is good in Little Cup. 53 attack is also good. Like if you run like a physical like gunk shot set too.
Liquidation.
You get
well,
you get
jab,
spinner. Jab. Yeah, you get jab. You get I don't know if you do get liquid. Yeah, like
it gives me T-Spike as well.
Plays similar but very different effects.
I needed it because I mean I'm you know what I'm aiming for, right? If I have Vulpix, right? So I need another ice type. So I needed a fire and I needed a good fire and a good water resist. And this is probably as good as it gets in terms of what's left. I love this Mon as well.
Grimer.
Little Alolan Grimer, okay, a little knockoff, little dude, great moves, bro. Great moves on this one. Great coverage, Giga Drain, fire move, priority.
The poison touch is also just so annoying.
So dumb, bro.
Like you finally almost kill this Pokemon, and then like you take a knockoff,
leaves you with a little present.
Right before you knock it out, it shadow sneaks you and like does like 20% because it's Little Cup, and then poisons you, and you might just die. Yep. Like it's ridiculously annoying Pokemon.
No, I like this Mon a lot for Amel. I like Amel's draft a lot in general. I like the Cutifly. This is also like I wouldn't say a decent fairy check, but it's a solid switch into Stunky for the team to an extent. Like it's not going to be able to take. You can't do it twice. But
it's going to be a little bit tough for him to deal with some offensive fightings. I think, like being that like fairy is cutie and like, this guy not fighting, so like some CCs really, really hard.
Definitely
but
hard,
he has the offensive pressure on them, right? So like it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I think it's actually something he's got to keep on.
I like this Mon a lot. And there it is, another Glammet. This feels like super D-Ray as well. Like, really good Mon. Especially with the fact that you have the ground types being dealt with via Grookey. You have Elekid weakening things with knockoff as well, plus Psychic as well. Even like, I've seen Elekid go for like raw Terra Blast in Little Cup and actually still pick up KOs because it's so strong. It's just coverage. Obviously in this one, you don't have to run that because you can't Terra anyway, so there's no point. But it's still an 80 base power move. That's really strong. Even though it has,
I do like that aspect of it. You're right. Like in the sense of like Elekid's going to force and ground to get knockoffs.
Yeah, it's like Reggie. It's like Reggie.
You can like super set up. You can super set up like Scarf, like very easy on this team, which is really cool. The grass terrain isn't helping it much in regards to earthquakes, but it's still good synergy, like offensive.
I mean, if you're
you
fighting
have a good earthquake switcher.
If you're fighting Grookey, you're running high horsepower anyway, right? So it's something to keep in mind. Oh my God, SK. Oh yeah, SP did good. Look at SK's little Doduo. We already talked about how this Mon's goated, but I think this is like, dude, he has a 17, 18, and then higher. Like, disgusting speed tiers he's hitting right now. Beautiful speed.
Great minds think alike, him and Viz. Great minds think alike.
Literally.
SK saw that and he was like, that's a great idea.
That's a good team. I'm going to take that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I just want to let you guys know, at this point, the other division already finished their draft, and we are not even done with round 2.
It was crazy.
Like
It
they
was-
actually sped
it was
run.
bad.
So we had a lot of in the Violet division, we had a lot of time to think over and look over other teams to see what we wanted. Obviously,
Yeah, the ones that are done. He was like, oh,
yeah,
great idea.
especially because
yeah.
their grace happened way before. They were in grace, and we were praying for round
like
3.
round 5.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we were in
Like-
like round 5 or something. It
Like,
was
please.
brutal.
Pick a pack. The birds are my favorite. All 3 of them.
Hey, the secret tech. Look at him.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I also really like the Krogunk. I think Krogunk was.
Krogunk has the cool factor of this round. 100%.
He does, yeah, dude. You seen that guy walk? Oh my goodness.
That guy's goated. Oh wait, you don't care. You don't care. He does not. All right, Sanch, best spinner next to Drober. That's
Yeah.
it. This guy's goated in
And
Little Cup, dude. This guy's
We're seeing like a big differentiation too between like Hero and D-Ray's team, right? Like they both started the same exact way, but
Yep.
like T-Ro's going a very, very different route. I'm sure we could, tell what T-Ro's going to go for a little bit later, either another little Vulpix or a Snover. I think both are fine. Depending on what goes. Probably hopes he gets a Vulpix.
Yeah, no,
but
I
really,
agree.
really
Vulpix-
strong Pokemon.
But bro, this is one of the best mons in Little Cup without Vulpix, right? Obviously, because Vulpix is banned. But this is one of literally the best mons in Little Cup, like in
Yeah,
regular.
such a
Little
good
Cup.
typing.
It is. I'm
such a
actually
good
surprised it
typing.
goes round 4.
I think a big thing he's going to have to prioritize, he needs a fire resist bad.
Very
Wingull
badly
does
because
not
Wingull is
count.
not
You
one.
know-
Wingull is
Yeah,
not
he
a fire
needs
resist at
one
all.
bad. Yeah, you could Oko buff Fire Blast, So I think that's big. I do like it offensively with Grookey too, because again, they like kind of forcing the same things. It is a little bit tough in the sense that like you can't Earthquake the steals as freely with like your Grookey.
Yeah,
It's
but knock
kinda
off. Yeah,
awkward.
yeah. But
like,
knock
yeah,
off
you're
and like
knocking
triple
off.
axle are still doing a lot to everything.
You're kind of breaking for each other. Either one can knock off and break through like the steel resist for either Scarf Grookey to clean or like a Snowshoe to clean.
Exactly.
That's-
I love this guy. Unfortunately, it doesn't get spikes like Sandshrew. It just gets Stealth Rock, but still really cool for the team. And there it is.
Watchel.
Ground immunity, electric
big
immunity
man.
as well. I love Watchel.
Yeah.
Watchel big as hell. Watchel big as hell.
These
One
are
of my
really
favorite
good
mons in Little Cup. Dude.
Yeah.
17 speed.
These are really.
I wish it was faster. How's Kilowattrel one of the fastest mons in the West? And then
Yeah.
homie's only 17. He
You
needs
should
to-
at least hit an 18.
That's what I'm saying.
You should
Give
at
it
least
18.
hit an 18.
Give it 18.
Yeah.
Yo, if you land your hurricanes
Um,
with this mon, over.
Broken. Really hard to switch. Again, it's like
It's
it feels
Wingull.
like Kilowattrel, obviously, but like another big thing with like Wattrel that like Wingull can't really do is like there are matchups where you run like an Eevee like Wattrel, and it's not like bulky, but it feels like a little mini Zapdos, where it's like it's such a good typing that you can pivot into a lot of silly stuff.
Yeah.
I think with Shelder in particular, like a really good pick.
Yep, I agree. It gives him a mon to get in those mons. By the way, that's what he was lacking so far. Didn't have a way of bringing in his sweepers. He just has to. None of these mons. I'm not gonna lie. It's whatever. None of their mon want to come hard in on an attack. Right. This is gonna be
Even Shelder,
Yeah.
who is bulky, right? Like
Yeah.
you can smash. off
This
these
is a
guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 team. By that I mean he's gonna have a designated lead that's gonna die. Send in next 9 mons per team. Send in next mon that's gonna die. Then next mon that's gonna die. But like your team is so strong offensively that this can do that a lot. It makes it look like he has a Joker smile. Oh, I agree. Hey,
Poor chick. Another
Hey.
Viz. This is a Viz mod.
this
if
is
I
a
ever
Viz
see
mod
one.
for sure. I was like, okay, where's your you got your physical? Where's your special? I don't care. I'm gonna click Fire Blast. This is it. I'm gonna tell you,
yeah.
Viz is gonna run Life Orb on this mod every week.
Every week, yeah. I mean, and it's like one of those things where like Torchic has negative coverage, but it doesn't matter.
Dude, what
coverage do you need when
really
this
this
does not
Fire
matter.
Blast is kicking?
Yeah, dude. I mean, such a strong. Even like this is one of those formats too where you could run like Life Orb and you could just have double edge as your coverage for the water, and you're doing 65%. You
Yep.
know, like you're gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage. There's definitely some cool stuff you could do this one. It's not gonna like. It's gonna be like. Yeah, it's just gonna run like the same Life Orb like Blaziken like Rager sets it does. Less coverage, but Loki kind of hits harder.
He ain't
without
gonna, you don't think
Frail
he's gonna
on
try and set up with it?
that. He might try. I don't know how
Maybe-
successful
maybe
that'll
if
be.
he has, like,
It's up in SD.
Memento plus Eviolite SD. Ooh.
You know what? Yeah, I mean that's fair. I remember one time I played Viz in low tier, and he swept me with like a max Fizz Def Poltegeist. It was like a Calm Mind max Fizz Def set. It was crazy as shit. So he knows how to set up with the frail guys. Yeah, he'll probably figure it out.
We'll see. But it's super Viz coded. Agreed. Yo, one of the OG goats, bro. One of the OG goats, man. I like Snubble too. Snubble. I like this mon a lot too. No, okay, so berry juice being gone
No
really
juice
hurts
is
this mon.
so rough for it. Yeah, no juice is really rough.
This is
but-
Mr. I take your hits and I can thief as well after. Right,
Yeah,
that's
give
my
me
favorite
right
set,
in
right?
that,
It's literally my favorite sets: play rough, earthquake, thief, and thunderwave. Like favorite set on this mon always because you would eat the berry juice, you take a hit, you have the intimidate, you check Mienfu, and then you steal somebody else's item. Why you pause and say
Even if you're
Schnubble
like
like that?
running like a
That's
super,
gotta do it.
even if you're running like a super fizz def set, like 80 base attack with like player of earthquake
Bro
is so
hit
strong.
hard. Bro hits hard.
It's so strong, and it gets a bunch of cool like draft like it gets on for like it gets like cool stuff like that. It used to get heal bell, I believe too.
Yes, it
which
did.
was-
Back in the day,
not anymore,
you could also run Z heal bell on it, and it would heal yourself. So
Oh, super. Yeah, really fun mon. Great switch into like fightings and stuff like that too, which I think is also good for this team, right? Like Stunky like can beat a lot of fightings, but you don't resist it as a poison, so like getting a resistance.
I agree. I
And
agree.
a little bit more of like
nice.
a sturdy pivot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and this gives just that. Another cool mon. This
This
team
looks
is
so weird though.
You don't like this guy?
I don't like
this
how this
little guy?
guy's
I like
looking
him
at
just
me.
chilling, bro.
Do not like how this guy's looking at me.
All these mons
I
got
do
the
not.
same. All these mons got the same legs on T-Slap's team. Like they all got like these long like legs that's just like out there protruding. Like Cutifly got him behind it. Amapom's his tail. This guy stepping
Puffing.
forward. This guy's sprite is the best. This guy's picture right there on the bottom though is the best thing in the world. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's
There you
it.
go. A little bit more movement, yeah. Super cool mon. I mean, like, it's not gonna like set up hazards well. Like, it might force some switches. But something I think is cool about this guy is it's actually low key really difficult to switch.
Bro, knock, Earth Power, Giga Drain, Dazzling Gleam is very difficult. Period.
Yeah, like just such a strong coverage move. And again, like you can force like really awkward turns, maybe throw off a spore. It's also again a really good rapid, which I think is really really good. Again, alongside Cutifly, we saw that on the other side with Himmel, having a good spinner, pretty clutch.
The Zacian of Little Cup. I will say the big thing about Spore, obviously you have your Mycelium Might. So if you go for Spore and the water type goes for Ice Beam, it's gonna be very funny.
You might die.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta throw it on the table if you're clicking anything that's not like Storm Earth Power.
But
type.
this guy is
this
guy is coverage the Mon, and it has a good speed tier and it's rapid spin. So I like this Mon.
Yeah, Earth Power too.
Little Dewey Do. Ooh. No Vulpix was
at
taken,
him.
but decided to get the grass. I mean, Squirtle plus Snover, Gen 4 vibes. Very much Gen 4 vibes for me. One of my favorite old school Scarfers. Good as a Sash lead too, because you have your attacks plus Ice Shard. And good with Life Orb as well.
There's the Veil aspect for Squirtle, which is cool. Which means like Eviolite Smash sets are just like
Really well.
not going to you're not gonna get revenge by like the mirror guy, very likely, if you have that Veil up. Well, plus like you said, it's really difficult to switch into. Again, ice is just so strong in Little Cup too. It's another one that's really strong. There's not a lot of ices in Little Cup, but like the ones that are there are super super strong.
14 speed as well, if I'm remembering that correctly from back in the day. And so that's
so.
decent. That's decent on a Scarfer. That is decent on a Scarfer, right? Because you're faster than most, if not all Pokemon. Actually, you're faster than all Pokemon that are non-Scarfed in this tier. So you should be good for the most part. You should be good because you're outpacing Diglett by a point. But yeah, I like
Blizzard,
this.
yeah.
I think Veil's gonna be cool for the team. There it is. Ben with the Marini.
Hey,
Makes sense, bro. You needed a fire resist badly, like very badly. I think water you were good into, but for sure you need.
It gets an ice resist too. Like again, Marini just has really really nice resist. Same thing as Toxapex, right? Just has.
Dude, Marini's typing is great defensively and great offensively. Like this is really,
Sludge
really
Bomb's
nice.
so annoying when there's no steel types. Like it's just such an annoying typing.
So bulky. There's another. There's like, I think the big thing about his team is that he's gonna be. There's 3 Mons. Much love, Brats. I appreciate you. There's 3 Mons here that love Eviolite, right? So far, like Timber, Marini. Obviously, Snivy can get away with Scarf and stuff, but this is definitely like his team loves Eviolite so far. So I'm excited to see how he changes that up. Does he run AV on Timber, or does he just mix up with the Scarf this? Because I think Eviolite's perfect on Marini. Like, it's just this. Is this just Little Cup?
Pretty much
it's
every
Little Cup
game.
draft. Yeah. Regular Sandshrew. Hey, what do we think about regular Shrew?
Such a one of those Pokemon. It's like very Little Cup build. It's like it's not a Pokemon you think of as being a threat offensively, but then you get into the battle and even like these Max Fizz Def Sandshrews, like the combo of like Earthquake knockoff is just so annoying to deal with. Again, such a good spinner too. Having good spin is really, really important when you have something like when you have webs. You don't want to defog away, and you want to keep webs away from your side. Things like that with how strong the hazard is. This Pokemon's like really, really obnoxious to deal with. And again, there's also those matchups where you can run like
Leech Life,
like SD rapid spin,
yeah,
right? Like it really obnoxious too. So
no grassy glide, bro, and you rapid spin into Leech Life and kill Grookey is hilarious.
Oh yeah, 100%. So super strong Pokemon. I like Sandshrew a lot.
I think he just wanted also a spinner and a ground type for the team, which he definitely needed. Snubble Torchic.
Big Snubble. Yeah, big Snubble. Yeah. I think that the Viz pick is the most like Viz pick of all time.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I also like the Watchel a lot though. I think that was a really good pickup for him.
I think it was needed for as well as
shoulder. Super strong.
Yeah, I like this. I like that we started backwards, and I forgot that because we're obviously going back and forth between the divisions. But I like that you have the Sandshrews at the ends, which I think is really cool.
Each end of the spectrum there. Yeah.
Okay, SK picking up Pawniard, a little old school right here. I think it makes sense. Give him a steel type for the team. You just got a solid enough ground immunity in Doduo. I say solid enough. Not really the bulkiest mon, but it's going to be hitting hard. Gives him strong priority for the squad as well. And just a steel type in general.
Yeah. It's a better rocker too, right?
Yeah.
Like Diglett can always rock if you want it to, but it's going to die on a rock.
You don't want it to rock, right? Yeah, you want it to be.
You don't want it to. It can always get them up, but you'd rather not. Whereas like Pawniard can get them up on like free switches that it's forcing, and like it's really, really, really solid.
Exactly. And okay, so Mankey, we gotta talk a little about this because
you can take it away.
He originally did not have Mankey. He took a Pokemon and it came out of left field, but he took a Pokemon that I wanted, right? He sniped the Pokemon that I wanted, so I ended up taking Mankey for mine. And I was like, crap, because I had to change the whole plan. Shout out to Chris Reed, we were working together. Had to change the whole plan together. And then little did I know, D-Ray would pull up in my DMs. He'd be like, once he saw me take Mankey, he was like, wait, no! So he pulled up in my DMs like, yo, you want to trade mid-draft? So he ends up getting Mankey. Mankey's phenomenal, 17 speed, fantastic Scarfer. It's one of the, because there's no Mienfoo, it is one of the only fighting types that can close combat plus U-turn, right? No Mienfoo, so you can't fight him with plus U-turn. Has just good coverage, Earthquake, etc., etc. Just a good scarf for the team that allows him to get in his big threats, right?
Yeah, mid-tier. Yeah, big mid-tier like fight. Like there's so many like good mid-tier fighting types in this format too. Like you don't think of them a lot because again, you play standard LC, your fighting types Mienfoo. You know, like that's the one you're using. It's not allowed for some reason. Or Timber, right? Mienfoo Timber. That's pretty Mienfoo Timber and Scraggy if it's allowed. These Pokemon are really, really strong. Such a good Scarfer. Again, you even like the random like Intim can't Intim on it. Also like the cool Define if there is any random like defog removal. It's gonna be hard to clip with Mankey in the back. Really good mon.
You gotta get the mascot pick too. Well,
I've also even seen like Scarf Encore before too.
Yes,
it's like a good disruptor.
And Gunk is really nice. I also want to note that the trade he did with me was like 2 rounds after this because he expected Mankey to make it back to him in two rounds. Yo, okay. I think this was priced way too cheap. Now, Animal gets Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul, there's Gimmighoul roaming and then Gimmighoul, right? So roaming has 18 speed, which is insane. And Life Force, it only has like 3 moves, right? It has Power Gem, Shadow Ball, that Nasty Plot, and then you have like Hex or Terra Blast, right? That's what it runs. You can also run Screams on it too. But it's 18 speed, it's very fast, and it's incredibly strong. It has like a base, I believe, 75 special attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and go to rare typing to have in Little Cup too. Like, it also gets Thief too. Like, you could do some silly stuff with Thief probably. Yeah. You know,
but big thing is Animal can just click Eviolite or Life Orb on this and click Shadow Ball, and again, giving him screens, and he can run both forms, right? There's a big difference between that one. So this form right here is bulky and can be cool on like Trick Room, not this thing that's Trick Room. And then the other guy is fast. So it's just, it's really cool because he has one of the mons like that you can just do. Which one you want to do? How is this fast, bro? Reported. The other one, I promise. The
other one is 80. He's only carrying a coin. He doesn't have the whole chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This guy, this one right here is slow. But the roaming one, and he gets both, disgustingly fast. Hits incredibly hard too. Did I hear there's no Terra? Yes, there's no Terra.
Good value pick. And again, with like webs, like obviously you're very frail with like the fast form. But, like with webs, not much is going to switch into that Shadow Ball. And Power Gem seems like bad coverage because it is. But the Ghost Minions and Resist are going to take 8 billion from it.
I also want to note that the roaming one does have no ability as runaway. Doesn't matter. But this one is rattled, which is actually really interesting because you bring it in on a U-turn and get a speed boost. It actually be a little bit scary, especially with the sticky web option, like you mentioned. Yep. Oh, I got my homie because, yes, there's Hurricane, but I also get Weather Ball, which I think is really cool. So I don't have to worry about...
Oh, shit. I did not know this guy got Weather Ball, actually.
So I don't have to worry about hitting Hurricane versus grounds and stuff like that because Ninetales is goated in this. And I wanted, obviously, a ground immunity, too, even though Mudbray takes the resist.
You had no momentum up to this point, too, so it gets you away with getting
Well, I have momentum. Baton pass. Baton pass.
Oh, yeah.
That's my homie.
Damage and momentum, yeah. No, but really, really strong Pokemon. Also, like a big water. Vulpix can deal with them, but like big water breaker.
But I'm also like hovering around the 17 speed tier a lot right now, which is so I definitely want to try and get something a little bit better going forward. Little Sandshrew, I think it's perfect for the team. I think it's necessary.
Yeah, a little bit more of like a good pivot. I think like we didn't have rocks at this point too, and like. Well, teams might not go like full stack mode very often. I don't think. Like, I think like having hazards and like a good reliable hazard setter or two is really important because of all the sashes you might see. Because of like the sturdy guys, you know, maybe not as prevalent now that Juice is in the game. Like, you can't like sturdy Juice with a lot of these guys anymore, which is like a big part of Little Cup draft before, but still really important. You know, you don't want to let your opponent run sashes like that. Also reveals items, you know, random boots and stuff. So strong Pokemon.
Yep, very strong. It's going to put in a lot of work for the team as well. And again, I like Sandshrew Krogunk a lot. Oh, Jen. Hey, Keegan. This is a Mon, bro. This is a good Mon, man. How long did it take to pick this Mon? This Mon's... Dude, I think Keegan's team so far is the hardest to switch into. And correct me if I'm...
Shout out to Stunky.
Yeah, correct me. Okay. I also think your team's very hard to switch into, but your team needs accuracy, whereas... This one needs accuracy too, but it's not as egregious because it's not Hurricane.
Yeah, Furious Stripes and Leaf Storm and not Hurricane. Yeah,
exactly. So the fake out is beautiful. I think the big thing about also U-turn to get in the guys, which he was missing, right? He was missing U-turn to get in his guys. I think the big thing is that like Apom plus all these Mons are like 2 damage points away from being everything, you know what I mean? Like Stunky's gonna do like 80% to something, Snivy's gonna do like 80% to something, Apom's gonna do 80% to something, so they're all just gonna break for each other. So I think Keegan has a really strong.
All four Pokemon get the best move in the format too, in my opinion. Like all 4 of them, which is really, really annoying on the team. And getting a 19 speed tier. Stunky is fast, like 18 is fast, but having the 19 is very, very important. So getting that is
agreed. Nasty tier. Nasty team, bro. Bro has 17, 18, 19. How dare you? Okay. Talk
about strong. This Pokemon, I do not want to play this guy.
Bro,
I do not want to play this guy.
Bro. This, I think both Growlithe are goated, but the fact that you get, first off, gives him rocks, but also just the head smash Flare Blitz combo in Sun.
Yeah.
Is disgusting.
I think it's cool too. Like obviously, like Pure Fire is better than Fire Rock. Like it's just a better typing. But in the context of Little Cup and having things like Timber, like having that, like you might not want to switch in a bunch to like a Brave Bird, things like that. But you have the switch. Like if you're a Scarf set, you have the switch in a Brave Bird, and you can just like threaten with KO. You know, such a strong Pokemon, such a strong Mon.
Disgusting Mon. Also, literally super Nexus coded. Like I can see Nexus pulling up his hoodie to cover his eyes like this guy. This is literally the Nexus Mon. I'm saying that girl looks like Nexus. That's what I'm saying. It literally does. Okay, so you talked about, I know at this point in the draft, you were like, there are 2 Pokemon I want left, and if I get them, doesn't matter about the rest. Can you talk about why Score Bunny was that?
I really wanted Score Bunny because I think, again, having that like good like 17 base speed Scarfer is really, really important. So I wanted to grab that guy specifically for that. I think it just kind of really pairs well with like things like Wingull, things like Scraggy, just clicking that Protean U-turn or getting in. It got Flare Blitz this gen, which I also think is a really, really cool tech for it. Stab, priority quick attack with the Barrow as well. Really, really strong Pokemon. I actually like it a lot. Another Pokemon that really wants Juice to be in the game too, because I think the Juice sets were really strong, but really, really good Pokemon.
Dude, as a guy who's been using Raboot and Natdex for a year now, obviously it's the evolution, so it's a little stronger. And Natdex Ubers, these guys are really strong. 17 speed, good 17 speeds here, something you did not have, which is big. And again, just hits incredibly hard with it. So I like
Fires are
Scarlet.
really good offensive typing in this format, you know? And again, the fact that like the waters that switch in, unless you're fucking Marini, apparently. You know, that guy's just got a broken typing.
My goat.
Like the waters switching in, take a Protean or a Libero U-turn and take like 40%. And they're just in range of Flare Blitz to it, Kayla.
So the reason,
you know, like it's just...
Oh, go.
Oh, no, you're good. That was it.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say the reason 17 in general is just a good speed tier is because a lot of Pokemon hit 17, right? Grookey hits them. If Mienfoo was in the game, it also hits that as well. Chinchou. Like 17 is just a very, very important speed tier to have because of the amount of speed ties that are determined by the number 17. So I think a Scarfer at 17 is good too because you're also above like the Mons are just below, right? You have like Pawniard just below. You have Scraggy just below. So you're able to revenge kill a lot of stronger Mons. It's also why having an 18 or 19 speed tier is really good too because you're naturally being able to outspeed those instead of consistently taking hits on this. And Owen's team does that while having Wingull. But now he also has that speed tier where he can get a hit off or at least hope to get a speed tie with it. I like the fires, and I think Amo got the steal though. I'm not gonna lie, like a literal steal this round because I didn't even know about like the difference between the two until I looked at them.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really strong Pokemon. I really like the Growlithe. I think the Growlithe is, especially considering that Nexus has Sun, like such an overwhelming Pokemon. Again, like how do you beat Growlithe over the course of a game and look up when like Sun is up? You might like chip it down to 10% because it's rock weakness and it, you know, taking whatever. Then you just Healing Wish it back with the Vulpix and it has full Sun.
Yep.
I think that was a really good pickup.
I agree.
On Sun.
I literally agree as well. Like I think this team is gonna go stupid with it, and as long as he lands, he's gonna go crazy. But like you mentioned, like Flare Blitz is just crazy in Sun in general, and you'll be able to two-shot basically every Pokemon coming in. I'm pretty sure every water type gets two-shot by Flare Blitz in Sun. I don't think anything takes Scarf Flare Blitz.
They definitely don't take Head Smash. That's for
that's
sure.
for sure. Okay. Wait, which one is it?
Wait. I think Jason has Glaring Meowth. It does, yeah. It's Glaring Meowth, so it's just wrong on the bottom. Yeah, it's Glaring Meowth.
Okay.
Which is a good pick. A really good pick.
It's the Tinder versus the IRL. I get it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, another thing is it gives him another rocker, which is cool. Actually did not know this guy got rocks.
Dude,
so,
it has a
for this.
rocks plus fake out. Nice little steel. Nice little steel type.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's really, really strong. Again, Tough Claws makes like that base 65 attack feel like 5 attack, you know? Like it really, really does make a big difference. Having fake out, getting access to like moves like U-turn as well, like maintain pretty good initiative, getting the guys like Dupiter and guys like Scraggy. Again, like while Dupiter might be the web setter, it's also scary under webs, right? Like you get up the webs for yourself and you actually outspeed stuff. You get strong knock and Iron Head. And while you might be like Mono Steel usually isn't like the greatest attacking type, you get moves like Brick Break and things like that. And there's not a lot of common Steel Resist that are gonna take these as well. You get Seed Bomb. Really, really slept on.
Bro, it's hard, bro.
Really
It's hard. I was trying to look for like replays because I was like looking up like a little cup stuff to see what Mons, like I know what Mons do, but I want to see them do it. You know what I mean? Like I understand the theory. I can read usually useless and regular stuff, and I know what they're gonna do because they're the same. But I want to see it in practice. Like, is it actually doing good? Is it actually doing what it could do? So I know some people were high on this Mon, which is why I was like, oh, what is this doing for it? And I mean, bro, I feel like Ben gets like a Ben Mon every round. That's just so good for his team. I think every single one of these, I don't think there's anything like the only thing Ben needs, in my opinion, is a very good ground immunity. That's all he needs. Like I feel like that's
just to take a little bit of pressure off of Snivy, so it doesn't have to be
legit. That way, it doesn't have to be either like. Shout out Ben Mon.
Yeah,
let's go Falcon.
This team looks like obviously Tiki Tiki is Gen 9 Mon, but it feels like very Usum-esque too.
Yes, it
does.
It does.
You know, like it feels like an Usum LC, very much so. Which, if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like that's the last time Ben played LC was like when APA did a bunch of Little Cup stuff back in the day. So it feels like a Gen 7 Usum team. It's really good too. Again, I like Tiki a lot, but we talked about it earlier.
Yep. I do as well. Hey, this guy. So I use this guy in the Wolfie in the yeah. Bro wants the initial. I use this guy in the Wolfie Invitational I was in, and I mean I changed it from Misty Terrain, which it should have been, but I like this guy because like it's Grimmsnarl. It's literally Grimmsnarl. Parting Shot, Sand Scream. That's all you need. It's also like deceptively like I mean Fairy Dark is very good offensive typing, and the T-Wave. I think the T-Wave is going to be really good for his team because right now his team is a little bit slow, right? It's a little bit slow. It's lacking that burst speed tier that it really needs. It has a lot of like support. I think that's solid for Chase, but I think giving that priority T-wave for him is going to be really, really nice, especially because you can't Terra out of it. Anything you want to add about this guy?
No, I think it's good. I think the T-wave is smart, especially like when you look at guys like Mudbray. Like being able to outspeed and switch up moves with Mudbray will actually be a lot more threatening. Very difficult Pokemon to switch into. I'd love to see him. You said like burst speed. I'd love to see like maybe a little bit more burst damage, maybe another setup threat to kind of like really take advantage of this. Like because the team is set up to like support those type of Pokemon really well. I think if he can do that, he'll be in a good spot.
No, I agree with you completely. And I'm hoping to see Chase go crazy with this Mon. All right, I was waiting for this guy to get drafted. I was waiting for this guy to get drafted.
Strong, right? It went super late. I don't think it's gone the other draft either.
Not yet. Nope, not yet. Not picked yet.
So strong. Like the sheer force moves that this gets too, very difficult to deal with. And the speed tier, again, it's little cups. Like I think a Copperage, I think it's super slow, but hitting 14 speed, you can run Scarf Q-Fan, or Q-Fan's just gonna outspeed your team under webs. You know, like it's gonna be really, really weird to deal with. Ironhead, Play Rough, gets Earthquake. Even like mixed earth power sets, depending on like what the steel resistance is.
Little sheer force. Look, this guy's it, bro. Nuke. And also, we mentioned like there's not really good fairy resist, but you see coughing and you see cuffing, like, and you also have the best. You also have the best fairy. To be fair, you also have the best fairy as well. Yeah. But like if you fight the other one, you'll be good into it. But yeah, I
think another big thing too is this gives him a good rocker.
Yep. Definitely something.
I actually don't remember if Toad School gets rocks. But I do know that if it does, it's not a very good one, right? Like it's good for other reasons. It does not get rocks. So actually, he had no stealth rock. So this is a good way of like circumventing that when you've already drafted.
No, I agree completely. Hey, there it is.
Secret tech,
ground immunity, and the goat itself. Pikapack, just strong Mon. I think
great Scarfer.
Yeah, great Scarfer. And just good to get in the homies, right? Like he has the Volt turn now. Just good to get in all the boys at this point. I'm really, 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 really excited to see how the Gramble plus this like play out together. I mean, like the Gramble, the Snubble plus this play out together. Because again, his team is he has that one defensive pivot there, but he's kind of lacking. Like the rest of the Mons don't really want to take too many hits. I guess you have Eviolite on Stunky as well, or even Drubber if you really want to. But this is going to be one of the scarier Mons to or one of the scarier teams to just switch into. Just good knockers and just strong Mons in general. I'm hyped to see this guy. Hey, all right, Viz.
Who'da thunk?
Viz coded. Who'da thunk? Yeah, exactly. No, bro. Vulpix plus Diglett, tried and true combo right here.
It's already so overwhelming dealing with Sun on its own, but then you have to deal with Diglett and like trying to not get your pieces trapped. Or there's even games where like Diglett could not even successfully like trap and knock something out. But like if it gets 60% off on X important Sun check, you'll just lose to Sun.
Yep.
Like it's very, very overwhelming.
Plus you're dealing with Chinchou, plus you're dealing with Dodo. Like
yeah, like. And we haven't even seen like the actual Sun abuse yet. Again, he gets something like a Bulbasaur a little later on. Like goodness
I'm
gracious.
saying, and nobody's picking up raw Bulbasaur. Let's be real, right? So like, this is almost guaranteed Bulbasaur as long as he keeps the points around. How exactly do Diglett and Vulpix help each other? Diglett traps anything that could annoy Vulpix. That's basically it. But also they both break for each other. So like Vulpix is very strong because Drought is consistently boosting its moves. Whereas Diglett is able to pick up anything after some chip damage, especially because we have the Eviolite, the nerf in this in the case that you can only run 2 of them. So I'm hyped to see. Let's see how this ends up going. Hey, look at him.
Put him up.
Look at him. Oh,
dude,
man.
This Pokemon,
17 speed.
It's another one of those like Mankey-like Mons, but it's better than Mankey. This Pokemon is so strong in the format. Like, it's such a sleeper pick. I love Crabrawler when I've used it in LC draft before. Nothing switched in this guy. I think I don't know if it had knockoff before. I don't remember having knockoff, but I know it has knockoff now, which makes it even stronger. Iron Fist boosted attacks at 82 base attack, and you hit 17 base speed. It like just barely gets to the point where it jumps. 17 speed.
Bro, it got the Hyper Cutter, but it got the Iron Fist, like you said. It got the Elemental Punches outside of, I think, 1. And then it just has Crab Hammer 2, which is really cool for, well, it's also one of the stronger, Life Orb CC in the Crab Hammer beats Mudbray, right? Like, it's one of the actual guys that can legitimately beat bulkier walls that tend to switch in on it. It's so
and
cool.
with an Eviolite, bulk up sets are really difficult to do. With 47, 57, 47 is really bulky with an Evio. And
why didn't they keep Crabominable this guy's speed? Why didn't they keep because there's another evolution where when it evolves it gets slower, which I guess it's Sun and Moon, so whatever, everything was slow. But imagine Crabominable with this guy's speed. That's all it needed. It only needed a little bit more to be like
just something that would speed fat. Yeah, something that would speed fat stuff.
And just like the whacker like Landershes and things like that too. But I love this mon for the team. Hey, yo, back to back, beautiful.
Would have thought. He said, "I'm not gonna. I saw how it went before. I'm not letting this. I'm getting my snow core right now."
We do want to know though. We do want to know. Very weak to fire. Extremely weak to like someone with Scarf Flamethrower is two-shotting everything on this team. This is
every single Pokemon.
And by Scarf Flamethrower, I mean Viz.
Yeah.
Viz. Bro, like, this is gonna be fun though. I'm excited to see this. Obviously, tried and true combo, right? That they're bread and butter together. You got the Veil, you got the Snow, and you got your homie doubling in speed. Not much to talk about there. All right. Crabrawler is my #1 pick.
Big crab. But I like the Q-Fan for Tony's team. I think that was like a really smart pickup. Like, it's not like the flashiest pick in the world, but like he needed something like that really bad, I think, for the team, especially rocks wise. No hazards up to that point, other than your webs. So good pickup.
Yeah. No. I think that's cool. The Meowth. I think the Meowth looks really cool. But
pairs well with Scraggy too.
Exactly.
Pairs really well with Scraggy and Webs. Both of those guys are like mid-tier speed guys who aren't very fast but hit super hard. With the Webs, super terrifying.
Wingull is also the reason we said that team was very weak to fire is because Wingull is not bulky at all. Wingull is
it's not Pelipper.
It's not Pelipper. Okay, and this was the second mon you wanted, right? That was just like, okay, your team would be perfect. You have those and you're good, right? That's all.
Yeah,
that's it. Because you wanted.
So I felt very happy. I think like we mentioned with Tiro's team, Wingull doesn't have any risk. Like, it's incredibly frail. I liked the defensive background that like Squirtle kind of provided for the team. It gave me like a more fat like flip turn pivot. I like the momentum core with like Score Bunny. It gives me spin, which I think you need with Wingull too, because I'm not running Boots in Little Cup. I'm running Life Orb, right? So I don't want my Wingull to die to itself existing. I think you need good spin. I think Squirtle's about as good as it gets. And I also kind of like the double water offense option, right? Like being able to use like Wingull to break through common water resist and things like that, because Squirtle really struggles breaking through like its checks, whereas Wingull doesn't have checks, and like the things that are checked,
Wingull's check is his own accuracy.
Yeah. The things they're gonna try and check each of these Pokemon are going to be the same. So like Wingull opening up for a Shell Smash Squirtle is really nice, or Squirtle opening up for a Shell Smash or a Wingull like sweeping the end game is always possible as well. I think Squirtle can do a lot of fun stuff. I've used a lot of Squirtle in the local draft. There's even like the Choice Scarf Water Spout sets that can just crazy KOs, and that on top of Wingull, like crazy water spam, I think could be really strong.
You can also do rain dance. Weird with Wingull. Rain dance in the flip turn into Wingull. Get the little rain dish, have a Life Orb, and actually hit your moves, which could be really cool.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, I like this Pokemon a lot. It's another Pokemon that like some people aren't super big on, but I think it's so good. And double water is odd, but it gives me a fire resistance.
I mean, people also aren't big on Blastoise, but it just puts up consistent numbers in draft, right? It does its job, so I get it. It's like the same thing.
Exactly.
Level 5, by the way, guys. All right, there it is.
There it is.
Bulba. That's all he needs. That's literally all he needs. Yeah. This team is disgustingly offensive. He needs a ground type for his team.
You bring these top 5 in a flex slot like every week, or you might swap out like a Growlithe or a Picky Peck depending on the random week, but probably not. Like, you're just stronger than everything. You run Scarf on Picky Peck and Growlithe every game. You run Eviolite. Yeah, it's ridiculous. A Heat Rock and a Life Orb, and you're good to go. Like, ridiculously strong offensively. This guy can also just sleep powder something and put something to sleep, and then your check doesn't check it.
Oh, no, I agree completely. Broken Mon, Weather Ball, broken. A Little Cup being level 5 is the GOAT. Hey, speaking of GOATs, dude, I love this Mon so much. And you gotta like, obviously no berry juice sucks, right? So you have to run Orange Berry on it if you want to get the little acrobatics and stuff going on. But seeing Drifloon and Stunky together brings a tear to my eye as someone who loved DVP Little Cup. Brings a tear to my eye. This guy is so cool. Great ground immunity. Eats a hit. Has Unburden, so it could actually get away with running Eviolite as well if you want to switch into a knockoff once and just get the double speed. Destiny Bond is fire too. Wisp is real nice. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you touched on it. I think another big thing you can do too is like obviously juice does suck losing, but you said Warren, but also like resist berries are like this is like one of the few Pokemon that I think resist berries are really good on. You know, being able to take that, pop your Unburden, and like threaten something with a Destiny Bond or a Wisp or a knockoff or even a Memento for something in the back can be like really, really strong. So really good. And again, there's also those like scary Calm Mind variant.
Yeah,
you just might lose to Calm Mind Drift.
I'm excited to see how actually the draft evolves. I think our people's week 1, week 2 teams are going to be way different than their week 4, week 5 teams in a sense because you're going to see what works and what doesn't. You talk about resist berries, and I think while this is definitely one that's great, I think Stunky is also another one because you can effectively give it no weaknesses. Right, giving a sugar berry is really, really, really good.
Because you do have like for Little Cup standards, it's great natural bull.
Exactly. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how that goes. Hey, I mean, what else is there to say? Another Mon that can bring in your homies and it's good. Period.
Yeah, and it gives him that fast speed tier, which is the one thing he was lacking. Or no, he has Voltorb. I'm tripping. But regardless, yeah, really strong normal spam. Like you turn in, get in your Croagunk for free, get in your Voltorb for free for Volturn, get in your Shelter to Shell Smash and win the game. Like
fake out plus fate, tried and true technician combo.
Yeah, it's good. I talk about that in like SV draft in general. I think it's nice having like priority emergency buttons. In Little Cup especially, like you don't want you're always really close to just being one turn away from an offensive threat. You're not when you have them. You know, you fake out and feint are so strong.
Yep. And obviously I did the trade. I originally had Mankey here, and that's when Deera was like, no, and hit up my DMs a couple hours later and ended up trading back to me. I was like, all right, no problem. Because I wanted Sandshrew. And also, Game Freak are haters about Citadel, by the way. They're super haters because Citadel doesn't have Slush Rush. It has Snow Cloak.
He's so close to being cool, man. Like, I mean, he is cool. Like, 108 HP, like, this guy getting Slush Rush, he'd be so good. He'd be so strong. 16 attack, too. You get up a Belly Drum.
Yep.
Belly Drum Shard, Earthquake, Icicle Spear. Game's over.
Yeah, but he ain't no Sandshrew, a.k.a. giving me a spinner, giving me the double speed, giving me another rocker, even though both of my rockers don't want to click rocks, they want to attack, and just knock off plus that. And Triple Axle obviously has some stupid, very, very stupid calc. So I'm happy I was able to get this. Obviously, I'm also sad I don't have Mankey because the big thing about Mankey was being able to get in my guys with U-turn. And again, there's no other fighter besides Mienfoo that does that, unfortunately. Or at least that's good. To my knowledge, at least that's actually good. There's no Passimian baby or anything like that. So I like what Sandshrew can do for my team, but like we don't have to stay on this guy. Hey, immediate snow being taken as well is interesting here too. Like right now,
another Amilmon. Yeah. I like it as like an immediate like power man. We talked about with Seabad, like immediately really, really strong with the Blizzard, like really, really powerful. And again, Blizzard resists are like low-key Cutiefly resist, right? Like fires and seals.
Yep.
So like lots of overload.
They double up for each other, exactly. It's really nice. Again, another Mon just really appreciating one of the better sticky web, if not the best sticky webber, right there. Mm-hmm. So good aim Mon, ground resist as well for him, which is something he needed. And super ground resist. This is the best grass type ground resist because it's going to take the least with Eviolite plus a snow defense boost. And hey, Schnubble. We know my homie. I like this. I like this team. I like this team, man. I think very D-Ray, very awesome.
Well, he doesn't have any fighting weaknesses. I think he didn't have, obviously not having tough. Same thing with Dark, right? Like you want resist to those typings, so getting something like Snubble.
Yep. This Mon's the GOAT. Okay, speaking of GOAT. Bramlin. Did you know that Bramlin has the exact same, nothing. You know how when a Pokemon evolves, it usually learns more, it gets a little bit more, traits make it give more. This Pokemon and its evolution have the exact same move pool. Like, I don't think anything's changed. And I went through this on stream once because I was just fascinated that they said, okay, Poltergeist, Power Whip, Shadow Sneak, Rabid Spin, you're not getting anything when you go up, you're giving it all when a baby. And it makes sense considering one is just a Tumbleweed and one is just a bigger
same thing.
Tumbleweed.
He's a bigger Tumbleweed.
Yeah. So it's just, it's good offensively, Gumi.
Yeah, it's good to get Spin on this team too. He was very ground weak up to this point too. Like obviously Doduo is an immunity, but you don't want to be switching your Doduo, right? Especially your grounds very often. So getting a resist there is really, really nice. With like Sap, again, like spikes aren't super, super common, but like getting up one spike and rocks, you're really strong into a lot of teams. Great spinner. Great priority and sneak. He has a lot of priority on this team. Yep. Like Sucker Punch, Diglett, Quick Attack, Sucker Punch,
too,
Shadow Sneak,
spikes.
Like,
yeah.
It's very difficult for him to get swept by anything at this.
In my opinion, I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
Like,
This is a good pickup.
insane. Wait, dude, every mon on this team has priority, right? Did they still keep Chinchou?
Oh, Chinchou does get Sucker Punch. No, you're right. You're right. I totally forgot that guy.
Did
Sucker
it
Punch
keep
too.
Sucker Punch though? Because I think that was.
Let me check. That might have been like a tutor. No, it has it still. It has it still.
Yo, every mon on this team has priority. Is crazy.
He did his research. He knew.
Very greedy. Very, very greedy. I think Bulbasaur probably the most broken mon this round. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's like a potential like kill leader mon drafted in round 5.
Yep.
So pretty crazy. I like the Drifloon pick a lot too. That monster's good. I think if you pilot it well, it's one of the most annoying Pokemon to switch in this format.
I like seeing the different. Like, obviously we're still seeing a lot of the same mons being picked, but I like seeing the differential. Priority. Chimchou has Sucker Punch, which is really cool. Yo, okay. So like, this is a mon that if you can get this mon on Sun, it's over. because
Flame Charge, growth,
guys,
simple,
this mon has simple. So you go for Flame Charge, you get the double boost. You go for growth, you get the boost, and then you just go stupid. You go stupid.
60-65 in the attacks too. Like, and again, if you get a double speed boost, that 35 speed don't matter. It's
Bro, that growth as well is giving you both in Sun.
Yeah, the ridiculously scary Pokemon, and there's also like, you could also totally just win with Charge. Right?
Yep.
Like if everything's weakened sufficiently, Fire Ground and then like Rock Coverage or whatever you have is really strong. It also gets Trailblaze now too.
Yeah.
Like you could do that instead of Flame Charge. Just gotta chip the waters down. I will say, not like the sturdiest Pokemon, since like the bulk is not bad by any means, but fires do really scare me with this team. Like they really worry me. This is kind of the stopgap to Scar Flamethrower.
This big back camel about to go stupid. Okay, just know
he's got a lot of weight to carry.
And he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Bro don't even know he's faded. He don't even know he's there. Actually, he's probably just tired. He's just tired. I feel it. Another great off. Yo, I feel like it's whatever. Just picking all the. I have a chance of winning by myself, mons. Like
right now.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Like thoughts. I feel like every mon has a chance of winning.
Every mon can sweep. Besides maybe Watt, but even Wattrel, like it's not hard to clean an endgame with a Scarf Wattrel, right? Like at all. Like Calm Mind, Bulk Up, Belly Drum, Swords Dance, everything is setting up and everything is really, really strong. Also, again, another good pivot. Like, this is a good pivot. It's a good fighting check, which his team really strong.
His team definitely struggled into that, so I think it's a really strong mon for the squad as well. And, I mean, like, nobody else is getting Bulbasaur. First off, Bulbasaur is expensive, right? And you're not getting this mon without, what was it, like 12 points or 14?
It's expensive because of how strong it is on these team styles. It's really not great on the other ones, but really strong in these Sun teams.
Like, this is just nobody's picking this mon without it, right? I mean, you can argue for manual Sun, but there's no way you're gonna run it. It's the difference between having a Vulpix immediately setting it up and baton passing out or whatever, and having or have to go for Sunny Day plus Boom or whatever, which there's limited Boom in this generation too, is huge. But
the Nexus team is like really scary offensively right now. This team like feels so threatening though because of the Diglett. Like, Diglett exerts so much pressure with these like big, scary, like weather boosted sweepers. Even guys like Doduo, again, like your flying resist getting trapped, your fire resist getting trapped, your Bulbasaur check getting trapped. So hard to deal with. And in Little Cup, if you're not easy, like you're not bulky, doesn't matter if you resist it. So if you run the Shed Shell, you're probably not checking the Bulbasaur anymore.
I think there's also an argument here to be made that like a lot of people are not going to be drafting dragons. Right, because there's not really like there's Axew and then there's like Zweilous, I guess.
I rock with Dratini. Dratini's fire.
Dratini as well. I think this team has a strong argument for a dragon, not just for the resist, but the fact that the fires are breaking everything. Why not just have a dragon? So like Axew and Dratini, literally here can go crazy.
Go crazy. 100%.
Let's see the next one. Ooh, a little Piplup. Okay. Bro said, I want another rocker. I want to get my homies in. Piplup got a big head, too.
Yeah, I got Flip Turn, which is, like, super big for this guy.
Wait, I think it doesn't get rocks,
like
actually.
Light.
It doesn't get rocks right now.
It lost rocks.
Yeah.
It lost rocks and it lost fog, which is a little tough. But it got Roost, which isn't as big in Little Cup, but, like, it can definitely be clutch, right? I don't know. You might be playing in the matchup where you're playing Shelter. You got this, like, defensive Eviolite, Roost Piplup. Kind of really shores that up, which this team's very weak to Shelter,
I think one thing about this guy as well is, like, it has triple axle, which is broken. It's just a broken move. So this guy can go full physical as well if it wants to with the flip turn, ice, triple axle, combo if it really wants to. I've used this mon in Little Cup with Terra Ice triple axle. Obviously, there's no Terra you can do here, but I've used it with Terra Ice triple axle. I love this mon. And there's no good steel types in this.
Yeah.
So it's just like
100%.
this mon is just so nasty for people.
Yeah.
Low,
and again, a good
pivot.
ice resist, which like I'm sure Jayber as he's drafting, he's like, okay, well, there's 2 snow teams. There's also 2 Snovers on the not snow team.
Yeah,
not
so
that you resist, not that you resist Snover, but like
maybe he just
like
likes Piplups though. Maybe he just likes Piplups,
Yeah.
and that's how Jayber drafts. You really got to get into his mind
Fair.
to really understand.
Yeah.
Hey, talking
Founder,
about
this is
how
a cool pick.
tough it is to switch into fire types, bro. Going back to DVP, this is my goat. This is another goat. Dude, it's Life Orb
really
Houndour
strong Pokemon.
has
Yeah.
no switch-ins between Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, and Sucker. This is Stunky Light. This is actually Stunky Strong on the special side, but on the physical, it's just so nasty. Such a nasty.
I
mon.
mean, like 60 base attack is like a lot more than you'd think this thing would have. Like that's really good in Little Cup. Like that's strong enough to be like an okay physical attacker on its own.
Yep.
So like that plus having 80 base special, the sucker punches are hitting super super hard. Really really.
I agree.
Really strong.
I agree. This is homie's gonna put in a lot of work. I'm excited for Houndour. I think just like a good sticky web abuser in
17
general.
speed too. I didn't know he's that fast.
Bro,
man.
it's fast, bro. It's good. This guy's good. Ooh, so I used this in the I believe in the Little Cup when I won. I think it's just my reliable rocker. That's it. It's just a little rocker.
Yep.
Recycle. You can
more
use
support
recycle
pieces.
Oran Berry. It sucks there's no berry juice, but recycle Oran Berry's fine. Trick Room for the slower version of the team, right? Like his team is pretty slow, so Trick Room is nice. And just a good rocker, a rocker that like, cause like he has 2 other rockers, but you don't want to click rocks with those mons. You want to click attacks.
Yeah.
You want to click attacks.
I think it also takes a little pressure off of Snover, which I think is nice, and since it'll let him like use Snover more offensively, because Snover weak to rocks, like can resist ground, but weak to rocks doesn't want to switch consistently. Now you can run those Scar sets a lot more reliably because you have this as an immunity to those. Your limit is gonna invite it. So
exactly. Still missing that like super strong setup sweeper as you were talking about with the with the dual screens. But I mean, there's obviously potential in every single mon to do something if they really want to.
I mean, OTR. He needs to run some Trick Room Meteor Beam or something.
Why is Ben just drafting his BUBL team? Can you explain this to me? A little Starly?
He likes what he likes.
A little Starly?
Again, this looks like an Usum Little Cup team with a Tinkaton.
It does. It does.
Like, it looks so Usum-pilled. This Pokemon, super sleeper, though. Like, having Reckless Boosted Double Edge and Brave Bird, it doesn't get close combat like Raptor does, but you low-key don't need it.
Bro, all you need is Brave Bird plus Double Edge. That's it.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It was the only decent one left, but like it's a really strong one. Brave Bird, and again, like even if you are Scarf because you don't have close combat, you just run like Brave Bird, Double Edge, U-turn, and then you run like a safety net quick attack, just cause, like not bad at all. Also like emergency defog, I believe it gets so. Not bad. Yeah, Endeavor's pretty cool too.
It gets U-turn as well as quick attack as well. Unfortunately, Bronzor cannot explode in this generation. It doesn't learn it, but. Yeah, this guy is cool. Obviously, you can still do something with Heat Wave if you really want to. I don't think you need to, though, right? Where are the Steel types? Have you seen any Steel types?
Yeah.
The Steel types on his team. Have you seen
Also,
any?
Loki, do you ever want to predict a Steel type coming in? Like, if you do, isn't it better to predict it, U-turn, and go on to Timber?
No.
You
My mon's weak to rocks. I'm clicking Brave Bird and killing myself. Okay? That's what I do.
Also, it really opens up the door for Meowth. Like, normal spam is really strong in Little Cup. You only have one normal is just probably in your team. You gotta pick which one you want to use it for.
If Ben doesn't run this with Choice Scarf, he needs to put Life Orb on this and let it kill itself quicker, but it's gonna hit harder than Choice Pad, so do it.
That Life Orb quick attack.
Actually, wait, does it do harder on that with non-multi-hit moves? Huh. I gotta run that calc. Is there a draft board? Yes, it's in the description. They're just rare. Steel types are just not that great. They're just very rare. Because a lot of Pokemon get Steel upon evolution, and the baby forms that get Steel aren't that good. So that's like the big thing with it.
It's the same thing with like dragons. There's a decent amount of dragons, but most of them are like pseudos.
Probably one of my favorite mons, by the way, to end the round out. I love Salandit so much. Great speed tier, dude. Great speed tier, great stool stab. Another mon that like substitute Salandit was so fire with berry juice because you get sub nasty plot and then you just click your dual stab and go stupid. I also remember using this. Have you ever checked replays in Little Cup drafts or in Little Cup in general of old gens? Like they have the Little Cup stuff going on right now in the Little Cup thread, and you'll look at like Z moves being thrown off by these nukes and then Terra and all this crazy. And I saw gems as well. I was like, yo,
Gems is crazy.
it's the
Gems
wild,
is crazy.
it's the wild, wild west, bro. It's the wild, wild west in Little Cup and all these gens. So like this guy though is crazy strong. He goes.
Yeah,
stupid.
I've used this before. This Pokemon's really cool. And again, it's another Pokemon that like anything that like thinks it can switch into Scraggy like does not deal with. So I think it allows him pretty aggressive play, which is pretty cool.
I love this one. I think you talked about just how good fire types are and just a great speed tier as well.
Yeah.
Great speed tier.
Oh yeah.
Guys, remember it's not that Meowth.
No, yeah, it's Galarian.
I like Numel.
Dragon Rage is banned, correct.
Yes.
Yes, I guess we didn't mention that. Yes, Dragon Rage is banned. Sonic Boom and whatever the other HP one aren't in the.
That's
So
it.
it's just Dragon Rage.
Dragon Rage is solid.
Cool picks.
I
I do
Numel-
like the Starly a lot. I like the Starly a lot. I love normal spam.
Bro, I like Numel.
That plus Meowth.
Let me tell you something. Who was taking Numel? If you didn't get that, Viz was putting that Numel on his team, like 100%.
Memento, Growth, Flame Charge,
Bro, with the
game.
Vulpix, like, what the hell are you gonna do? And like, this isn't like
Yeah.
regular draft where you can run Rain Dance or some crap to deal with it because the Mons aren't bulky enough to do that.
Yeah, no, you're not living the one to get off the move. You just die.
Actually, just doing some crazy work with this, but yeah, let me see this. Oh, you're first, man. That's awesome. Shout out to Wumbo. Bro, I got so sniped here, man. I really, really wanted Larvesta. I'm a huge bro. Flame Body, this and Ponyta are the goats of Little Cup.
This Poco, yeah, no pony. Thank goodness, no pony. I'm so broken. Both
Ponyta's
of them.
broken.
Both of those guys are broken. This Pokemon though, if you can keep rocks off the field, which I think Bramplin is actually a pretty decent spinner. It's a Pokemon I didn't know much about before this. But if you keep rocks off, this Pokemon literally feels on.
Bro, all you
And
gotta,
it's so strong too.
all you gotta do,
Like it's just impossible to kill.
all you gotta do is switch this thing in on every move. That's how you play this
All the
Pokemon.
U-turns that are coming out, yeah, all the U-turns
It doesn't
that are
matter
coming
what
out.
they're going
okay.
for. They can do 99% to you. As long as you switch this Mon in, you will be rewarded. That is how you play this Mon. This and Ponyta. That's how you play it. Ponyta a little bit. Ponyta's broken as hell. Dude, the fact that
Ponyta also
Ponyta has
has
19 speed as well.
speed.
Yeah. Why you speed tying with Staryu? Get out of here. But another thing that level 6 was fixed. But because Diglett wouldn't care about anything in B21 and things like that. But anyway, this is a nasty Mon. Good momentum to get his guys in. Another like just he keeps getting just strong Mons for the team. Obviously, unlike Volcarona, this is closer to Slitherwing. It's U-turning, Morning Sunning, Will-O-Wisping for the most part. But that's what his team is. This is singles Little Cup. Singles Little Cup draft. So, very excited for this Mon. Hey, little Quaxley.
This guy's sick.
Yo, I've seen this
sick,
this guy sweep in replays too, bro. I've seen this guy sweep in
Yeah,
replays.
dude, Moxie's so strong. I think he gets SD too, right? I'm pretty sure it gets SD. Like, it can't Aqua Step, but like, super strong Aqua Jets. It gets like Brave Birds.
Does it
but,
get
like,
SD?
This guy's. Oh no, it doesn't get SD.
I know. I'm the only way I've seen it sweep is because it rapid spins, gets a Moxie boost, and Brave
Rapid
Birds
Spin,
and
yeah,
kills.
yeah, that's what it is.
I think the big thing is it
Oh,
has
yeah.
Roost plus longevity. So this is a good Evil Light Mon for the team that can rapid spin and just click.
Oh yeah, no, and like with all the momentum it has too, like this team, I think this Pokemon's gonna be strong. I've used it before, like a few times in like one-off like tour games stuff like that. Also, like again, cool draft text like Encore and that.
I think the
So,
big thing
really
about this
powerful
is that
Pokemon.
it doesn't have like okay, good. I was gonna say
No Ice Spinner,
Yeah.
I think is the big thing.
Ice Spinner, but your Brave Bird is. I mean, you get that Moxie, bro, and you're just winning. All you need is Brave Bird, Rapid Spin, Roost, and your last move can be Liquidation, and you're chilling. That's all you need on this guy. Just does so much. Nobody's picked up Pichu.
It'll just be like Big Quack where it'll like accidentally win.
That's all it.
You could be a
Cartana-
max
the
Spinef set.
Cartana
And
of
you're just
Little
like,
Cup.
oh, shit, Ags won. Yeah.
The Cartana of Little Cup. Yo, I love. Aima with Copycat
This is the
mode?
most annoying Pokemon ever.
Aim
This
with a
thing's so
copycat?
annoying.
Goated.
Was that?
Aima with a Copycat Mon, though? This is all he needs.
Man. You gotta come up with something silly. This Pokemon is so annoying to deal with. Whether it be like copycatting its own strong attacks, or like you think you win the game with X Sweeper, but like you clicked a move that would knock you out. Like,
Yeah.
so unbelievably obnoxious.
Sorry, I moved away from my mic. I was leaning back on my chair. But also, like, Vacuum Wave is real nice, too. Protect is really good on this model. You can run Protect, Copycat, Close Combat, plus, like, Earthquake or something like that, Crunch. And then, as you mentioned, you just copy what they go for and do a lot of work. Life Orb's really good on it. You can run Eevee Life if you want the bulk. Rowlet's nice, man. Like, it makes up for its, 16 speed tier with the fact that it has the priority. Obviously, they nerfed it in a sense where, like, you can't just, like, spam certain things. But still very, very cool. I think Amo's team is so Amo coded, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a bunch of crazy text on everything.
Like this is he's gonna be able to do something with this. Oh, I got my guy, Mankey going.
There he is. Put him up. Put him up.
Obviously can't U-turn, right? So I'm still struggling with getting in my mons. I have baton pass and I have volt, but this guy just looks cool in game, and I'm using him for that reason particularly. I had to.
Man, dude, it's such a strong Pokemon, and hey, you might not have a lot of momentum, but you know you can just make a double. That's basically U-turning with a little bit more.
That's
nudge,
what I'm gonna do.
Same thing. Just make a double. Make a double. That's
I'm gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna sack my mon and bring out the next guy. But I like this guy.
Bring out the next, yeah.
We already talked about bulk
Veil
up. We already
stack.
talked about elemental punches. We already talked about iron fists. We talked about him being a good scarfer as well. Hits really hard as well. Like he's strong enough to beat Mudbray, even though Mudbray's on my team. He is strong enough to beat Mudbray 1v1. And obviously with there being no Terra in this draft league, he gets even better. So. Oh, what do you think about Chespin, bro?
Big Chespin. Low ground resist, which is nice. The whole team's grounded, nothing
Yes.
switches into it, which is cool. Spiker. Another Pokemon, I think the cool thing about Kurt's team is like he really punishes water. Like he has a great switch into it in Croagunk. This one okay, because a lot of things lost Scald, right? And then like Voltorb as well, like the double grass. I think it's actually a pretty cool pickup. It's not a Pokemon I see too often in Little Cup, just because it's like its type of playstyle. It's like very Chestnut-esque.
Yes.
But not bad at all, and I'm sure it can run more offensive variants in a format.
In
like this, right?
regular
I'm
Little
sure,
Cup,
I haven't looked. I'm sure it got like Trailblaze, right?
Yeah,
it
in
definitely
regular
got
Little Cup, it
Trailblaze.
walls Fungus naturally. So that's why people use it in regular Little Cup. It's actually pretty decent in regular Little Cup. Because they can't touch you with Sludge Bomb, they can't spore you, Giga Drain does nothing, etc., etc. So, I like Chespin a lot.
Coverage, and again, like a really strong Woodhammer too. We talked about it on Grookey, but like 61 base attack, Woodhammer, it's hard. You know, gets good coverage.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, we just saw this mon go stupid.
Pokemon. Yeah, this is such a fun Pokemon.
Dude, between Cornfish, Drifblim, Amapom, Keegan's team is crazy, bro. The 3 hours he spent to pick this mon was well worth it, bro. This is the type of, I think when he got this mon, it was 4:30 a.m. He woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, I got it. Cornfish. Yeah. And then the draft continued, man. That's my guy. That's my guy, Keegan, right here. I like that we got the draft, by the way. I like that our side was the draft of Johners. Not
it was like
not you.
I should have divvied them up. I should have done the draft pools and been like, Keegan's going over there, you know.
Yeah,
Chunky's going over there, staying over
Nexus,
here.
Nexus you can only catch during certain hours.
Yeah, it was literally all of them. The other draft was done in literally like it was.
They
crazy.
finished in 24 hours, and we did not have 2 Pokemon. I was on time a lot this draft. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Sure, buddy.
Nah, Corfish
hey, but
is
Corfish is so strong, and it's like he has priority, but now it's like even more strong priority. Adaptability Aqua Jet. I mean, it's so strong in the format. And you find the position to get that Swords Dance, the game's probably.
Bro,
right?
he has memento. He has double
everything
memento.
faster's dying to death.
He literally has double memento plus screens. Like if he really wants to. Like he has options. And glare. Corfish is about to go stupid for Keegan.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Hey, look at him walking out. This is Nexus.
This
This is Nexus Mon. This is Nexus Mon for sure.
And it's a really good pickup for the spin. Like it's a really good spinner, and you really want one on it. With like your whole team is weak to rocks. One of the ways this team like can lose the game pretty consistently before this was Stealth Rock going up.
Yeah.
You know, like really limiting your switch-ins. So like, really solid pick here.
No, good pick in general. We talked about Toad School before, so obviously you guys know we're going through Mons again a little bit quicker. But I like Toad School. I believe this is something he also had prior to the draft changing. Mm-hmm. So he just kept it on him, which makes sense.
Okay, I do think he's a little flying weak now, so it's something I want to like address.
Hey, which one is yours? Is it the bottom guy or is it the top guy?
It's the top guy. It's the same thing. I think it's just it's probably something in the automation. I got it for similar reasons to Jason. I had no Stealth Rock, so my case was even worse. I don't have a ground yet, but I had no hazards yet. It's another Pokemon that's like really good into a lot of things that Scrafty doesn't like, or Scraggy doesn't like, and in particular the fairies, like the special attacking fairies with like psychic coverage for coughing. It gives me an answer for those guys. So I can find a lot more means to get into my offense, like my Scraggy, like my Wingull. Again, more momentum cores with things like Scorbunny, Squirtle, and this Meowth now, obviously, too. And Wingull. Wingull gets U-turn, too. I'm probably not clicking. I'm probably clicking the big button. But, you know, really strong Pokemon, and I think it just kind of patches the team and some of the things we don't have yet. Yeah. I mean, Tough Claw's boosted, right? That plus knockoff and brick.
That's all you need. Yeah, that's all you need. Fake out, too. That's all you need. I think the last 2 mons on this board are my favorite too. Like I think SK sniped the hell out of me. I definitely wanted this. And D-Ray's mon is just the accidental Kartana. But obviously Corfish is crazy from Keegan. Like
Corfish is awesome. I don't know if he was the only Corfish draft too. I'm not sure if the other pool drafted Corfish, but such a fun Pokemon. I also really like the Riolu for me. Like you said, it's like very anal core. Like it feels like a Pokemon for him.
super anal, right?
So many cool techs you can do with that guy.
I'm excited to see. All right, round 7, guys. There's only 2 rounds left after this. Buizel. Okay, good speed tier. This is Palafin Light, baby. Yeah. Palafin Light, literally.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason he got it, and I think that's definitely fair. And again, I also like Double Water. I think they can super overwhelm each other's checks like that. And Dewpider is like really good at it. So if we get up webs and like just click Liquidation or Surf and wear down the water check, Weasel becomes a lot stronger. And having that 19 speed tier is something really important.
No, and nasty speed tier, but Weasel's strong, can be a mixed attacker too if it wants to, because it's 60 and 65, right? So like it's like you said, it's literally Palafin Light. Bro's so fast. Yeah. Why are you so fast, Weasel? 85 speed is crazy, by the way, on a baby. I'm not gonna lie. I might use this guy in OU.
You probably get a kill or two. I've seen people use Krabby before and like Oko Celesteela and.
So. Oh, I was one of them. I was.
Yeah,
I put a video during my subathon of Krabby putting in some work in OU. Guy was strong as hell.
Oh yeah.
I love. Okay, so I've used this in Little Cup Draft. It was the one I won. I used this guy. This guy is goated, bro. This guy is goated. Yeah. First off, super strong knockoff for the team, right? We already have regular, but super strong knockoff for the team. And I think the illusion of Meowth, so for fake out versus like this guy going for it, or even knockoff is really cool. Like forcing out something. I think the illusion of like thinking you can go a psychic type, not that there's many, on Timber, but maybe the ghost type like Drifblim, and go for Wisp.
Yeah, and then just blowing it up with a knock.
Yeah, exactly. Such a cool
I think this Pokemon in particular is so like having this Pokemon on your team is so pressuring on, right? Like because like again, disguising yourself as like Timber might not be the most long-term viable solution if you can't keep hazards away. But like on lead, you see a Timber forces very specific counterplay, and it's not Zorua checks, like at all. So you can play some crazy mind games, and you could just lead the Timber, and they could think it's the Zorua, and you blow it up with your Timber.
You can get a lot out of Sash lead as well, bro, because it learns Copycat, it learns Encore as well. So you can get a knockoff, they go for rocks, you Encore them, they go for rocks again, and then you Copycat it, you get a rocks, or you get a rocks yourself. This guy has a lot of fun stuff. I think I ran Life Orb every week, and simply ran Sucker Punch.
Strong knock, strong sucker. Yeah, every week. And you don't need to like long-term disguise yourself if you get that crazy value.
It's a strong dart. It has 17 speed, bro. That's all you need.
Yep.
Regular Voltorb. Thoughts on regular Voltorb?
Not as good, but it's fast, and I think that was a really important pickup for him, right? Yeah, once you get towards like the end of the, like not as good in the sense it's not as good as Hisui Voltorb.
Hisui, yes.
But that Pokemon's really, really good. This Pokemon, it's still okay though, right? In the sense of it gives him that like really fast, like 19 speed tier. I don't think he hit 20. It might hit 20. But gives him that fast feature where his team is very, very slow up to. So I think it was a good pickup in that regard. Another Water Breaker, which is nice for Squirtle. I think Squirtle's going to take on that offense often. As that like Shell Smash type like sweeper. So something like Voltorb can definitely help out in that regard. And you can even use it in the sense of like just booming, right? Like you force on the ground.
It only has like 12
click boom, and that helps out.
If you invested 12, but like Life Orb Boom is strong, dude.
Yeah. Everything's frail.
Yeah,
everything's frail, and again, that opens up Glimmet. So I think Glimmet, Squirtle are going to kind of like have to carry a lot of weight offensively on this team with how it's being drafted. But again, he got the speed, and there's not a lot of speed left, so you get what you can.
Another Corfish, goated.
Oh, they're the one to get drafted.
Another priority, good mon, period.
Corfish plus webs is also even scarier. Keegan doesn't have webs. Like, this guy, when it outspeeds everything and it clicks adaptability crab hammer, like
nasty. I agree.
Gracious. It also makes Dragon Dance better too. Where like I feel like Swords Dance is kind of just better on non-web teams. Dragon Dance becomes so strong when you're like BD and then you have like the Scarfers getting hit by webs. Super strong.
The priority on the team is so strong too. The fake out, the Sucker Punch, and the Aqua Jet, all nasty for the squad. You have spikes as well if you maybe can get them up. Just good in general.
People did a really good job at that, yeah.
Bro said, okay, I want my fire type. You're actually right. He was looking through the list. He was like, okay, I got this type, I got this type, I got this type, I got this type. If you actually look, if you actually look at his team, do you see a shared typing on any of the mons? No. He is aimable drafting.
No?
You got your poison
check
dart,
mark,
you
yeah.
got your grass electric, you got your ground, your fairy, your normal fly, your water, your rock fire. So he is just
It's
picking
crazy
up
that in
every
Little Cup he
type.
still doesn't have the fighting type though.
Yep.
You drafted all the types and still don't have the fighting yet. But this Pokemon, again, it's so strong. Obviously Nexus has it on Sun, which makes it stronger. But like on its own, this Pokemon's still
Dude,
really
it's a
good,
good
and I
start for
like
first
having
team,
it with
man.
an elite spinner.
Yeah.
Like having it with an elite spinner in Jober is really good. Where Scarcets are going to be so good. I still do think that he's a little flying, right? Again, this is a resist, but being a resist to flying with weak to rocks is always a little bit tough. So I think that's going to be a little bit of a struggle for Jaber, but otherwise I think his team is just really
Yeah, I mean the flying types have to hit the flying type attacks. To be fair, it's big. Like the physical based ones, he could check with like intimidate plus stat. But I agree with you and sucker.
Mhm.
I was just talking about this. Like Dratini or Axew makes so much sense with him. He has so much breakers, and this is such a once again this is such a Vizmon. Like you can definitely see Viz getting just Haxorus. If he
You
really
memento
wants
into this thing and then just go to town. It also gets first impression, which again, it's not stab and it's bug, but it's 90 base power, and these Pokemon have 4 defense. You know, like it's a strong priority move.
They didn't give this guy Earthquake though. They gave Brick Break and Stomping Tantrum, but like still good enough. Still has Iron Head and Poison Jab. His team nukes fairies, and there's very little fairies. Period. So
Yeah. So like SD Scale Shot sets also.
so far we've seen what is it? Tinkatink and Cutiefly, if I'm not mistaken. So this guy just
Snubble 2.
Snubble too. But like AKA, I'm clicking fire.
It gets jab though. That's the crazy thing is it gets jab. Like,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what I'm saying.
also like
it's also pretty bulky as well, and he has memento into it too, if he really wants to. Hey, there it is. I feel like this is like
This is
just like again Mon that can do crazy by itself.
There's like the DD variants, which I think are hard to like pull off because it isn't the bulkiest thing in the world. What I love with Chini is I love those like mixed life force sets. Are so strong. Like those mixed life force sets, like E-Speed is obviously so good in a format like this. And like the special coverage you have on top of like, you know, maybe taking on a Scale Shot or maybe taking on like an Outrage or something like that. This Pokemon, if you find the positions to get it in,
Bro, this is Gen 4 Mixed Dragonite. This is Gen 4 Mixed Dragonite, period.
No, deadass, yeah. No, ridiculously strong again. Crazy coverage. And you can even tech on like a 4th move Thunder too.
Yeah,
like
literally. I think the only move is
like you're playing like Snubble. You don't need to predict it to come in and hit it with like a weak Iron Head, Thunder Wave it, and the rest of your team's cross for, you know?
You're literally just missing Earthquake. Every other move, it gets basically that Dragonite gets, right? In terms of like coverage. You have your Fire Blast, your Flamethrower, your Draco, your Ice Beam, your Hydro Pump.
Even
Thunder,
Aqua Jet.
E-Speed,
Like that's another
Aqua
cool
Jet, like,
tech. Like,
everything.
yeah.
I love this
Like you don't need to E-Speed. You can Aqua Jet all the, you know, the water weak mons. Water's a really strong offensive type. Yeah, good bring. Or good pick.
Like Goat Dratini. Little Grimer pickup makes sense. If it was Abra in this game, I would definitely want this mod. Ain't no Abra though, but T-Spike Absorber. But I think I don't think anybody's gonna be like really, but like super. Oh man, T-Spike, because I think all the poison types are really good, and there's a good chance a lot of them come to games. But I like this. I like Grimer for just the resists for his team. That he's kind of like, because he has like a lot of soft checks. Actually, he continues to have soft checks things, right? Like he has soft checks to water, right? Wingo's a soft check, Grookey's a soft check. They're not long-term checks. You got your soft check to flying as well. Sandshrew is a little bit better, more sturdier than Elekid, obviously. And then, like, this is just a mon that can just tank a hit from Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a very offensive team up to this point, and like this gives you like that, like okay, I know I can switch
a better fighting resist though. I think going forward, if we can.
I do like this thing with terrain too. Obviously, like the recovery is nice, things like that. But again, like if it's like an EQ in ground, it's either gonna click a weak Stomping Tantrum or you like theoretically just like don't have a weakness, you know, with the terrain being up. So really solid Pokemon for sure. Really, it's so annoying to switch into.
Bro, I hate this mod. So good.
Yeah.
Dratini, goated. Zora, goated. Buizo, goated. Just a great round. Actually, goated. Like a great round.
Corphish too. Again, we're seeing these late Corphish is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Little Cup. And
everybody's getting it so late. That was round 7, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, crazy.
I mean, ridiculous strong Pokemon.
Hey, I wanted this too, potentially.
Yeah. I like this Pokemon a lot. I'm very ground weak. In the sense of like, not like there's Coughing, but Coughing has a lot of defensive pressure on it, I think, on this team. And like, I also want like
a better
somewhat of a dribble check. Obviously, I can get like X's or things like their coverage option, but it gives me something to like check them a little more sturdy. Gives me a water, like a Pokemon that can waters. Like Squirtle can pivot in on them.
And you
but
can
if I'm
Shadow
faster,
Smash
Burn,
and have your nice normal and dark coverage with Bullet Seed.
Hey, it gets Earth Power too. Alright. So not the best smash move, but again, like double smash Turtle Core, pretty cool. It's also Stealth Rocker, and again, I only have one right. Glaring Meowth, which might not come to every game. I might not want to click Stealth Rock, so having that is a nice aspect. There's definitely a role player on the team. You know, he's not averaging 25 a night, but he'll get me a few boards off the bench.
Yeah.
You know, he's easier to do his job.
No, I think it's like when you need a 6-man, this is your guy. This is probably the rocker you want.
Oh yeah.
Yo, this guy is this guy's really good. This guy,
He heard you say Diglett was really good with Sun, so he said, okay, I'll get it.
He's like, all right, I'll take one. No, but this guy, Iron Headless Earthquake is beautiful. Stab, like its dual stab combination is really, really nice. I love Diglett. I love Alola Diglett has been putting in numbers in actual Little Cup, which is really cool to see. Obviously, there's no terror or anything, but like just hits hard. Hits hard, gives him another rocker.
And low-key, like having the Tangling Hair sack on like a physical attacker could be really nice for like speed control options, you know? On some like cotton down type stuff with the Gossifleur line. So I think it's a cool tech. It's fast. It's rocks. Again, hits. You get a Pokemon that hits 19 speed.
Bro, I mean, and
like,
stab steal
like
and stab ground is so nice, like in general.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. Oh, it's a good Pokemon for sure. It's not regular Diglett, but it's still really strong.
All right. He said no fighting type, so you got Makuhita. I think I was talking with Keegan about what fighting type he wanted because I was debating back and forth which ones I wanted. Between, I think I did. I could be making this up, but like between this or my guy with the brawler. But I like Makuhita. And obviously I would not want to have to get Tyrogue. But I like Makuhita. It gives him a fire and ice, which is exactly with thick fat, which I think is cool. Yeah. Makuhita also has like base 60 attack, isn't terrible. Did you know that Makuhita's all of its stats are just half of Hariyama? Like all of them?
I actually did not like it to the number, like the exact math.
72 to 144, 60 to 120, 60 like it's all literally halved, which I think is really cool. But hits
I
pretty hard
no
with
clue now.
Sheer Force. And you know,
it gets pretty hard and like again, there's also like the world where we like run Memento into it or run screens into it and we click Belly Drum, right? And like get off like Belly Drum.
And you got a strong ass bullet punch. Like why not?
That's what I mean. Like especially with all the strong hitters we already have, there's definitely end games where you can move Makuhita. Again, just Eviolite 4 attacks is just good as a general spun. You know, you have such a high HP stat, so that Eviolite you really feel having jet. Like super well. So
it also has feint. It also learns feint. So like you can use Belly Drum dual priority, and feint obviously has higher priority than the others. So even if you get low, you might be able to do a little something with that +6.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ah, there it is. Gothita. So no Terra.
This Pokemon is so annoying. It's so annoying though.
It's no Terra, so it can't trap everything. Everything.
But...
all the stats.
Yeah, I think the Scarf sets are going to be really, really annoying for other teams. I was mocking. Yeah, I was mocking with Kurt for week 1. You know, 4th wall break when he was mocking for it, and Shelter felt so difficult to deal with Gothita in the back. Like, it has really good coverage. Outside of like obviously you have like your Stab Psychic, but like then you have like Thunderbolt E-Ball for like the mons that like check Shelter. Like even if you don't kill them, again, it's just like Diglett. Like if I don't kill them, whatever. I do 60-70% with it. Now I kill you with Icicle Spear. Even before.
Exactly. Agreed. What a cool mon, dude.
So like,
I love
it can be really, really obnoxious for really good Pokemon.
Nice little, just nice little. I'm gonna get damage off. Exactly what it is. Like no Focus Blast on this guy. They did give it to Gothitelle, but no Focus Blast on this guy. But you don't really need it because again, there's no steals, man. You're just clicking Psychic. Oh, okay. This. How the hell was this left on the board? How the hell was this left on the board and also only 10 points? I think that was crazy. 18 speed tier. Evapom with Tail Slap. Got that Bullet Seed Rock Blast. Insane. Hits so hard. The Life Orb calcs on this guy, guys, are broken. Tidy Up for Hazard Control. U-turn to get my homies in. I'm not going to lie, guys. Leaving this on the board.
I low-key did not know he got Tidy Up.
Bro, it has Tidy Up and it has 18 speed. It's an 18 speed tier, bro.
I thought that was only the big guy. Damn. Oh, shit. Yeah,
bro, this guy,
pretty good.
Life Orb, it's insanely strong, bro. It beats everything. It's so strong. As long as I land my
again, on those multi-hit moods in particular, like the multipliers are great.
Yep. Multipliers are
I don't know.
actually
So which is stronger, like on average? Is it technician or is it just life orb skill link? It has to be life orb skill link, right? That's just
I mean, as long life orb skill link hits all of them, right? So I assume it would have to be that because you're hitting 5 versus I guess if you loaded dice, and if you're loaded dice, you're not running life orb.
Yeah.
I have to run the calcs on it and see because I know back and forth with Amapom. I used to go. I actually like technician more than skill link on Amapom. Just because you could actually break steel depending on the stuff. So it might actually be technician, but that's level 100 versus level 5.
Regular APOM only gets skill link, so it doesn't even...
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're actually right. Skill link, I was thinking Amapom, sorry. Literally Amapom.
Yeah, big guy.
I was thinking literally level 1, from Amapom to the top. The hit series that pissed off the U tier. You can only run 2 of the same item, so not everybody can have EV lights. Axu makes a lot of sense, I think, on Amol's team too. It's another abuser for webs. First impression priority. I like it. I know originally he was talking to me about like Lit Leo, and I actually was talking to him because he had talked to me about Minchino. I was like, "Do you want Minchino or not?" Because I wasn't gonna get it if he wanted it, and he said, "No, I'm good." So I think I like Axie a lot for him. I think he's gonna hit really hard with it. His team is like super webs coded, and I love it.
Yeah. And he has spin block, which a lot of teams don't have.
Yeah, and he has a good spin blocker too. Another Zoro. Speaking of spin block, okay, another fighting. Yep. This guy, he's really D-Ray's really depending on. Hey, 2Mellow. He's really depending on his Grookey for that earthquake immunity, or resistance.
Very, very ground weak.
Yeah, extremely
it's a little tough because like Grookey very often doesn't want to run EV light. Like I feel like you want to run a scarf on that guy like damn near 8 times out of 10. You know, just because scarf wood hammer is so strong, and like you're also going to be damaging yourself with the strongest move, so it's a little tough. I think maybe even if he doesn't get another resist, maybe looking into getting an immunity could be clutch for him.
Yeah.
But again, this Pokemon is so annoying. And again, even if it's not like with throughout the game, kind of like disguising on lead, this Pokemon just really
it's good.
Pressure. I love Zura.
It's definitely good. I agree with you completely. We like this mon a lot.
These are all D-Ray pilled mons that he drafts in standard, but the baby forms.
No, I literally think the same thing. I literally think the same thing all the time. That's all here. It's my guy though, but that's exactly what he gets. Buizel, we see what Buizel has done. We see it gives him another great speed tier, another great physical offensive water, some more priority for his team. Just nasty in general. A
lot of the teams have kind of like gone this like water spam approach. It's kind of cool. Like I think it's really strong too. Like again, I did the same thing where like a lot of teams are drafting dual waters. There's also a lot of waters in Little Cup because there's a lot of waters in general. You know, so it makes sense to an extent. But yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can't. I mean, this team super overwhelms the grass types anyway, right? You got Doduo and you got Larvesta. Like even Polyer doesn't really care, and Chinchou is just volt switching on them coming in. So really good to round up the. To finish off the round. I like all the top row, and I think Minchino was like ridiculously like the fact that y'all had it at 10 points, it's 18 speed, has tidy up, and also can literally beat every mon is very fun for me.
I like Gothita a lot. I think that was a really cool pickup for Kurt. I think and I'm big on like Diglett and Little Cup in general because of that like trapping pressure. I think Gothita is like obviously a little bit worse than Diglett, but still really, really strong. And I think in particular with Kurt's top threats, it like fits.
Yeah, it fits really well. I like Turtwig though. You also sniped me on that because I wanted that later. Okay, look at die with a little Suave Blue. What do we think about little Suave Blue? Little ground immunity?
Yeah, I mean, status absorber too. Like the normal flying typing is pretty cool too.
Do you think people are going to go for status in this? Or
also, Cloud9. There's a world where this is like really good into like the double sun team since like able to like Cloud9 ignore a lot of the.
I think better than the sun. Maybe it's only 15 speed. Like it's also
not good. Not good. I mean, that's like the only whether it's going to be relevant for. There is no rain really outside like manual. And then
I mean, you could scarf.
It'd be great in the snow.
You can scarf. Like if you scarf it, you can run scarf Heatwave, scarf Bird, and you can like check Bulbasaur. You can check Sandshrew. As long as I'm not clicking Ice Shard.
Yeah, use it a little more offensively. Yeah. It also gives it like emergency defog if he really needs it. I think this is like I've used a lot of points. We got 2 rounds left, but I mean, considering what you're getting out of it, it's Makes not sense. Bad. It's really just it has great tools. It's just kind of stat shit, you know.
It just I mean, you got that 75 special defense, so that's all it really got going for it. And Cloud9.
Yeah.
I mean, good mon. Period. Like,
this is a good round 8 pick. I mean, Shuckle got it earlier, and I was like, that's a good pickup here. This is a really good round 8 pick. And again, some good spin.
spikes.
It's just team really appreciates.
Spin plus spikes, man. Spin plus spikes. Fighting, fighting immune.
Yeah.
Ground resist.
Oh,
Nice for the team. Another ground resist. Really good for the team. And obviously functioning differently than Sir Snivy. I'll say Sir Snivy.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, definitely.
So late?
Big
My
munch.
goat is so late. But he's here?
Big Munchlax.
Bro, I'm so
what
sad
a
he doesn't have berry juice,
monster. Low-key, if you don't have like the proper tools and like build for this guy, this guy under Veil seems like the most obnoxious Pokemon ever. Not even setting up. Like just having 85 base attack and being under Veil, having 135, 40, 85 bolt, like really, really obnoxious Pokemon. Now it's another Pokemon that like really misses having berry juice, so it can't like play berry juice sets. But even just like Curse 3 attacks can also be ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
I think this is a Pokemon that a lot of Little Cup draft people don't like in that sense, but I think you have a lot more success with it when you just click buttons with it. It's strong. It's bulky, but it's strong. I actually like this pick a lot.
I wish it still had self-destruct, man.
Oh, boom, yeah. No, 100%.
He's so strong,
There's some good moves this Pokemon gets, yeah. Especially under Veil, it's just not going to be very killable.
Wait, Snover doesn't get Veil?
What?
Are you serious?
Well, he's got screens.
Oh my god, it doesn't get Veil. Okay, so that makes even more sense.
The Impidimp pick makes so much more sense.
Wait, and that means Snover can be Swords Dance, Trailblaze, Swords Dance, Trailblaze, Ice Shard. Icicle Spear.
True.
Oh shoot, that might be it.
Yeah.
Okay, have it. Getting Kroger real late is nice. You don't have to worry about opposing Corphish at all now. Like this guy just shuts it down completely. And another good priority.
And the team was water weak, and like we said, a lot of the teams did go double water, and this team is pretty water weak. Your grass is weak to water or neutral to water. Your other resist is your Corphish.
Which is not
so like
taking hit, yeah,
a good pickup. I like this pickup from Tony a lot.
Same. Another chest spin as well. There it is. He didn't have a grass type going through his list. I was like, I don't have a grass. So what type does he need left? He needs dragon. You think he's gonna get dragon or you get psychic?
No, he didn't have a grass type. He has Voltorb. He finally doubled up.
Throw it away.
Come on.
Throw it out, J Bear.
Yeah,
you messed up, bro.
You
messed up, man. You do have double grass. I forgot. I was being my eyesight was failing me. I saw regular.
I do like the fact that this is a good ground resist though. He's very ground weak. Yes. Like up to this point. Like it's like
this is a very good ground resist.
Is the answer. Right?
And also
so, like
the spikes is really nice for him now. Extremely good.
You get up a rock and a spike, and then your picky pick 2 KOs the rockers in.
Literally.
Without having to predict. Like, you don't even have to click Bullet Seed. You can just kill them. Yeah. Good pickup.
Flippy. This is funny, bro. Because I've been
interesting one.
Bro,
I don't even know what this guy does, I'll be honest.
I've been playing Legends EA a lot. So, like Legends EA OU, so, like, I'm used to, like, the Floetta
and you're like, oh, shit.
And all these guys. I mean, dude, it just clicks. Maybe he can do something with Calm Mind Draining Case. It has strong Moonblast as well. 61 special attack isn't bad. You can probably also get away with like an Eviolite set with like Trailblaze plus Moonblast, Calm Mind Draining Kiss, like something like that. Yeah, this is gonna be really fun.
You play into like a super fairy weak team. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, well, Chilling Water isn't strong. Like some of these teams, their fairies just are going to be fires.
Yep.
So, like, clicking a Chilling Water into it, it's going to do a decent chunk, right? It's not, like, standard, but, like, that's not a coverage move. It low-key is here. And, again, like, say you play a team that's Fairy Resist is Hisui and Arcanine, or Rock. Goodness. Hisui and Growlithe. That's just a nuke on it. You don't switch into this Pokemon, actually. So, not bad. It's actually a lot stronger than I thought.
Let's see what Flipbaby does. And a little Turtwig. Bro, he just keeps getting Mons that just set up and can do their own thing.
Every Pokemon can win the game. He does not want to see like a Wooper or some unaware coming. Like,
literally.
Every Pokemon sets up and wins.
Bro has Breakers, the team.
But also, again, another team, very ground weak, right? Yep, like, he had 2 immunities, but
they're not Mons that want to switch.
They're very liable to get Rock Slide and Stone Edge. It's Little Cup, so as bulky as
Bro just wanted a rocker. Bro just wanted a rocker he can lead off with that's not
Pawniard.
Yeah,
literally. That's also true. He is still missing. He's still missing a ground. That's actually true. I wonder if I'll get that in the last round. You have Wattrel as like an immunity, but also Wattrel doesn't beat Electric, so like they're still kind of free to.
Exactly.
Because if it comes in, then like okay, cool.
Another Makuhita. Ooh, the fighting type. We were talking a little bit about this. I was missing that fighting type.
This is a really good pick because of thick fat.
Yes.
I'm about to say really good pickup.
Yeah. good for the fire check that he was weak to. Still, he's okay in the water, but still a little annoyed by water. But at least you have a lot to threaten water offensively, right? Offensively, you smoke water. Defensively, though, a little bit tougher. But with the freeze dry, with this, we'll see how this ends up rounding out. Obviously, they only have 1 pick left. It is 9. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to see. Also, I want to see a Veil plus belly drum sweep. So, like you mentioned before.
There you go. Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's get another one. Okay. The picks that like never would have expected are obviously the Viz and Die picks, right? Never would have seen these guys going.
Yeah, Suave Blue is definitely a one out of left field that I was not ready for. The picks that I like the most are definitely Seabad Tony. I like those a lot. I like the Munchlax. I think it's a super cool mod that people sleep on.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm a big fan of the Lax. I think Lax is the coolest mon out of this whole thing, but I think Viz is also kind of getting style points as Viz does with his drafts.
This is full baby, yeah.
There it is. Bro said, my ground type.
Dude.
Yo, I've also had this. I also had this mon in draft, bro. This
Pokemon back, dude. When with berry juice in the game, this is like my favorite like rock / ground. I love spamming this guy. It is not as good now, right? Like not having sturdy juice is really unfortunate, but it's a flying resist, which I also felt kind of weak to flying. That's not a obviously it doesn't show my Galarian Meowth on the screen, so it looks like terribly weak to flying. But I do have a resist. Not the sturdiest one. This helps out a little bit in that regard.
This one is literally a
gives me ground. Resist. Yeah, gives me a ground, which didn't have up to this point. Still a very important thing to have, especially
Man, let's be real.
with
You're gonna lead off with this guy with sturdy. You're gonna have a Custap berry on. You're gonna click Stealth Rock, and you're gonna boom.
All right, and boom. Still gets Explosion, which I think is a cool tool. Yeah, I mean, definitely a strong Pokemon. It's also really hard to switch to with Earthquake.
Bro,
Rock
it was
Blast.
like my designated lead
so
every single time, like when I had it.
Oh yeah. I do wish we still had juice. I did love me like just enduring and juicing back to full, and it's so hard to do otherwise. But yeah, still a strong pick, and it's obviously cheaper because I don't do that anymore. So I figured it was probably the best Pokemon. And again, we were really struggling hazard wise until the Galarian Meowth, and then we kind of shorted it up and got 3 rockers back to back to back. So yeah, good pick.
Flying resist, who needs them? You have Wingull. You're damn right.
Sure, this guy does not resist Wingull.
Barely tawny. Impidimp, okay, the dual screens, so kind of sponging the moves that he's a little bit weak to, which I think definitely benefits him. I think it's also another case of I'm losing points right now because I've gotten some expensive Pokemon in this case. And Impidimp obviously can cover that. I think the dual screens, a parting shot, T-Wave support obviously helps out. Sorry, I backed away from my mic. But obviously helps out the Growlithe and the Pikipek specifically, which I'm most excited to see them put in work this season. But also just offensively helping out Vulpix too. Anything you want to add about Impidimp or? Prankster Sun as well?
I really like the T-Wave aspect of it. I think the T-Wave aspect of it's cool because like Pokemon like Pikipek and Growlithe always feel like very choice locked a lot of the time. Like they kind of have to run a Scarf. But like I think if you have good speed control with that, like in the Impidimp, like it kind of opens up a little bit more. Like you running. Or like even boots on like Growlithe.
Look at him. Look at him pondering. Look at him pondering his pick on the bottom right. Bro, this month's so good.
This Pokemon's really cool. It's such a sleeper, man. Like Flame Charge Growth is like it's also like I think it's cool to have this not on Sun because like it gives you anti-stun too, which is cool. Like this Pokemon's gonna be a demon when it plays into like both his
I think so too. I think it's gonna go some crazy work as well. And I think his team is just like so scary, all the mons individually. So I'm excited to see how they go into together. And again, we're just seeing more and more breakers, more and more. We're seeing a lot of more other mons that we've seen in other drafts be picked up. Like Dratini is great, right? Great mix attacker for Kirby, and also E-Speed I think is really strong for his team. Has a lot of great priority on this team. And then Goth being able to try to trap the thing like the fairy, like. Yeah. Or the steel, not even the steel matters because you have the fire blast and everything like that. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, you could definitely set up some interesting stuff, and even if like you're going into Goth and you're like setting it up, and stuff like, you're clicking like a charm or something like that on a sack.
Exactly.
So that like, your Dratini gets a setup opportunity. Yeah.
Yep.
So really strong Pokemon. I like Dratini a lot. It's it gets DD.
This is it. This is my VGC god finally coming to singles. Now, man, a lot of people.
This guy was broken in doubles. They're letting him play with the babies.
I'm saying. Homie was putting in work in doubles, but look, in singles, it actually has 74 special attack, so it actually hits hard with its Shadow Ball and Scald and and Giga Drain, has Nasty Block, Combine, etc. It doesn't have much gotcha.
It's also cool having this grass because it gives you like a bona fide like ground resist, but it's not weak to fire, which is cool for a team, right? Like with heat proof and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's not weak to fire, which your team like obviously you have Marini, which is a great fire resist, and Mud Break and break through them. Not compounding more fire.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted Turtwig, I wanted like Larvesta and things like that too, like just Mons that potentially could do it. Obviously, I couldn't afford them at this point. I only had a couple points left, but like originally, like Turtwig was one of the options here. But I think this is a great ground resist and just a nasty little Mon. I'm really excited to show off what this Mon can do in singles. It's also like I think of it like offensive Bronzong, Trick Room Sweeper is really nasty.
OTR.
Yeah, it can't stress up, which is a little bit unfortunate, but like, it's fine. I believe in you. Curse and Trick Room are really fun. Back with Poltergeist again for the 3rd time. Hey, another Ammo coded Mon. I feel a little nose pass.
It does, yeah.
Gives him another rocker, which I think is big, right? Because you don't want Drober to have to run rocks every week, and you don't want to rely on like Copycat from Riolu. I think the cool one as well is the magnet pull for like Mons like My Sandshrew. Are nice. Rock Blast obviously is cool. Thunder Wave as well. The nose.
And the biggest thing resist-wise, like profile-wise, is this gives him a flying.
Flying resist, exactly. Which you definitely needed.
Yeah, very flying weak up to this point. And those are Pokemon that aren't affected by webs. And this team is very, like you said, webs code. I get up webs in that. So having something to check the Pokemon that don't care about it is really nice.
Amel's Pokemon don't have any shared typings. Take notes, J-Bear. Okay, this is the man. I need a ground type now.
Cat, really bad. To be fair, good one, and I also like it on the terrain. It's a Pokemon that like doesn't get weakened or fire. Actually, only benefits
water
from
compaction's cool too.
Also, another spin blocker. One that's a little bit better than Zorua at spin blocking. You know what I mean? Like since it has like defensive backbone, you're not gonna die if they predict it immediately, which is cool considering that he has a decent amount of hazard with like. So,
I like that it looks
not a bad Pokemon for its price point.
I like that it looks like Mankey is like playing in the sand. If you like when it moves slightly close to it, you see like Mankey has like the little. It's holding like the little I forgot what they're called.
Shovel.
Yeah, thank you. The little shovel on his hand.
On top of
the sand. Yeah. So I like that.
Mankey's to hate the beach.
Another Flabibi.
Another one.
Ooh.
Maybe I just don't know ball. Viz and Shuckle know something we don't. Look at their team.
They have to.
They're both about to suck.
They're literally on. Like there have to be. Like this is such a funny mon. Geodude, probably one of my favorite picks this round. I love that mon in my draft. Geodude's just good.
Oh yeah.
Most reliable stealth rocker. If Onyx was in this game,
I'd spam that.
Onyx is. But no berry juice.
No, I spam the hell out of Geodude. I like Jatini too. I'm always a big.
Yes. So people can run. Yeah. Exactly. Soul Blaze. But Geodude's amazing. Obviously, we have some demons though being picked up this round. We have the Numble, the Dratini as well. We have the sleeper, the Flabibi. So again, super excited to see what that mon ends up doing. I want to see. I'm excited to see. But this round ending out, and we're in the final round, and there is a Ralts boy being picked up in the Scarlet division. Ralts is
like one of those. It's one of those few Pokemon that's like actually good at like the super low point. I think it's like 2 points. And if you look at like if you guys go to the fan doc and look at like the 1-2 points, none of these Pokemon are used. You know, there's Combees and there's Magikarps and Scatterbugs. And then you get into 2 point and you got like Hoppip, Igglybuff. Ralts is genuinely usable and I think has a niche for like Trace stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I think I've drafted 2 point Ralts before because you run like Scarf Trace and you outpace like, Weather Sweeper. So you can run like Scarf Mystical Fire into like Snow. And like outpace like Sandshrew. Now you gotta stay out of range of Shard, which is actually kind of hard because it's so frail. But like there's some things you can actually do with it, which isn't the case for a lot of Pokemon this price.
I also think that Trick Room is pretty interesting for the team. Like for the Mons right in front of it, can really like all 3 of the Mons right in front of it can really like that. So I think that's a cool option with Memento as well. Yeah. So that's definitely an option for Ralts. So really cool way to round out the team. The team was fighting weak, so you got a 4 times resist that has like base 10 defense, not like base like 25 or base 40 or something like that, but still, it's not like offensively your team is really cool. And I think like if Wingo hits, I think it's going to carry this season for sure. Mm-hmm. Milcery.
Milcery.
See, we're talking about the Pokemon that are being picked. Look, guys, the fairy types are being picked up now. Right? This is barely a Pokemon.
At the very end. This is how bad they all are. This thing's stats actually are not that bad. It has no moves. Like, and that's why it's not very good.
You don't need moves.
All
you need is Acid Armor, Draining Kiss. Recover, Store Power.
Recover.
Store Power. There's no Calm Mind.
You know what? You get up 6 of them, it might work.
It's literally Acid
Armor,
Draining Kiss, Recover,
this
Store
guy
Power.
would be kind of cool. If it got Calm Mind, it'd be kind of cool.
It'd literally be all creamy if it had Calm Mind. No, it definitely doesn't need that.
Dude. I mean, they knew that Milcery would have been too good. That's why they didn't give it to him.
Look at it. It's so funny. Mac, I'm dual screaming fam on YouTube as well. oh, Shieldon. I feel like this is another
super fun.
This is another what's it called? Very, very much Viz. Gives him another rocker, which sturdy. I think I feel like we might see this thing lead if he does decide to bring rocks. We might see this thing lead 10 times out of 10 and just click it. Metal Burst.
The funniest thing is this thing's coverage is like this guy getting like Blizzard and like all this crazy, like
Fire
it gets
Blast,
some crazy coverage. Yeah.
And I guess at
Blizzard, Fire Blast, Thunder.
At level 5, you might actually do damage.
No, I've used it before. It does not do a lot of damage, but 42 isn't bad. You know what I mean? Like if I go
modest, it's like 14.
That's what I mean. And like if you're just willing to click the button again, if I got my shield on and I run like Stealth Rock 3 on like Power Gem, Fire Blast, and then like some third coverage move that's like good in the map, like a Thunderbolt or something like that. Not the worst thing in the world, you know?
You're not wrong. I can see. Well, do you think there's something could have gotten better? Or would you have?
I'm not sure. I think like he definitely wants like the rocker, and again, like the resist profile is also good for his team. I'll point his shield on it.
Yeah.
Guys, 4 points.
At this point,
it's about as good as you're gonna get. Especially, it's the only like rocker in that tier.
I'll say I don't think.
Yeah, it's the only one in that tier. Oh, Wooper. He could have gotten Wooper. But I think Shieldon is actually low key better for the team. Like, the resist.
I feel like this mon's gonna do work for him, man. I don't know. I can see it. I can definitely see this mon putting in some crazy work for him as a lead. Okay. Let's talk about it. What are you doing? Let's talk about it.
Hey, you know what? Slow pivot. You know what they say about draft league players? They like to click U-turn and momentum.
Let's talk about it. This guy.
That's all it does.
That's all it does is baton pass and splash, right?
Yeah, it's baton pass or it gets teleport. So even better.
Sorry. Oh,
terrible stats, dude.
Terrible stats. Shoot, I'm weak to fighting. Cosmo, go!
Yeah, he's weak to fighting. I mean, no, I got stubble. I mean, this is the heat check I come in the week 7 game on. You know, teleport out. Maybe there's some kind of use case for it. You bring like Eviolite, you know, max defense, max speed F. 43, 31, 31 isn't the worst ever. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a heat check pick. I saw nothing in one that I would ever.
This is funny.
Draft me a Nebby real quick.
Bro, put Nebby in the bag. Put him back in the bag. Buzz, ooh, little sturdy lead. We're seeing a lot.
This is one of my favorite. This is like Geodude tier. This guy's like one of my favorite monsters. Self-destruct, Stealth Rock, 2 attacks or something like that on the thing. Oh, did it get Spike? I didn't know that.
It doesn't learn self-destruct or explosion anymore.
Oh, that's a tough
but it
one.
has spikes. It's a spike sturdy lead that can get a spike and stealth rock before dying. That's it.
No,
that's all 100%. You need. That's my guy. Yeah. I believe in you, Bonsley. I believe in you.
He's moving.
He's so sad.
Bonsley, when they dropped him in the XD Gale Darkness.
Oh my god, bro was crying up a storm.
So sick. I remember losing my mind when I saw him as a kid. Oh my gosh, I love Bonsley's sick.
Chopped the Sudowoodo in half. Okay, I think this is like for late game. I think this is great for him as well. Also,
yeah, this is a crazy amount to go this late. And again, it really opens up like that. It looks odd with Squirtle, right? And I get that in the sense of like you draft another like bulky water with spin, but I do think that Squirtle wants to be offensive in like most of the game.
Yeah.
For this, so like this really allows it,
especially with his dual screens, like 100%.
It's same thing with Tenor, or same thing with Glimmet too. Again, it's another poison with like a good spit F stat, but like. This lets Glimmet go a little bit more offensive too. If we need like a really sturdy fairy, we're playing into like Cutie Fly or something like that. This is a better Cutie Fly check. You know, even though it gets Psychic, you have fat spit F stat.
Hey man, this also gets like Swords Dance, Liquidation, Knockoff. Like, hold up.
Yeah, with Rapid Spin. Yeah.
Hold up.
No, it's a good Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon. In Little Cup, you're not going to see like the same like conventional like defensive cores being drafted or like the same like defense synergy. It's really like, how does my team work like offensively? How can I sequence myself offensively? And I think this is a Pokemon that could help out. It might not be like the greatest fit in the world, but I think considering where he got it, not bad at all.
What do you think about the Gibble Dance though going on here by Ben?
Oh man,
Gibble
he's moving, moving. And then this guy, he's gonna be moving like that when he clicks a little home claws and a little scale shot.
Little home claw scale shot.
Nothing switches into. Nothing switches into this Pokemon like at all. So I mean, ridiculously strong. Earthquake, scale shot.
Home claws. You rocks. Learn home claws, but it does have Swords Dance.
Oh, wait, what? Yeah. I could have sworn. Okay, that's better. I was saying home claws because that's what it used to get. I swear it used to have home claws. Swords Dance is low-key better. I'm just going to hit my scale shots, you know?
Gibble, I mean, yo, bro, 70 base attack, man, with ground plus dragon? Gibble?
Yeah.
Dance.
That's what I mean. Like, the stats are definitely not great, but you get up the 70 attack, which is strong as hell.
Put on this guy.
Decent natural bulk. You just get one, we get one boost to your speed, and you're good to go. This is a really strong Pokemon.
No, I'm excited. What Avance? Okay, the cheap Weber. Another one?
Unfortunately, not a cheap Weber. They did not give this guy Web.
They didn't give Joltik Web.
Unless they give it to him this gen.
Haters.
Yeah, dude, again, knew he'd be too good. I also know this Pokemon is not that big. Why is this sprite so... Fun Pokemon, though. Again, also another one of those random Pokemon that gets Sucker Punch.
I mean, good
for no reason.
Good speedster as well, like Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Bug Buzz is fine, Energy Ball. It's big. It's Baby Galvantula, right? Without webs.
Yeah, strong offensive coverage, and again, like you said, hit 17 and 47 attack isn't strong, but it's not weak with Sucker. You know, you'll pick off weakened threats. I've definitely seen people get caught off guard by Joltik clicking Sucker Punch on their Sash Bomb. I've been like, wait a minute, what happened?
I think Dai just wanted a water killer, which he kind of was lacking on his team as well.
No, that's totally valid, especially with the double water of his own. So, not bad at all.
I like it. Is there an item clause? Why is Joey trying to put Evilite Life Orb on everybody? I'm not trying to put them on everybody. I'm just saying that their options are good with it.
They have the option there, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the Mons on this team, for instance.
You could run a Magnet too. You know, you're allowed to. Life Orb's strong, yeah.
But there is an item clause, yeah.
Final round recap.
I think Gibble my favorite. I think the funniest one is J-Bear.
Dude, yeah, the Cosmog for style points, yeah. J-Bear has an 8-mon draft, that's for sure. Everybody else drafted 9. He drafted 8. But hey, we got Nebby.
Nebby in the bag. Ending it with a little spinner rack action. Okay.
Yeah, it's just cheap Weber. Obviously, this isn't what like the Weber you want with like Scraggy and stuff like Jason has like fire, super strong, right? But it can do its job, and considering how cheap it is, it's not the worst Weber in. Bro, you know, decently like. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Sash on lead can be definitely like it'll get up its webs. It has double priority too in like Sucker Shadow Sneak, which isn't terrible. It gets knocked too, which is a pretty cool tool on lead.
It will do its job. Agility. It will do its job.
Yeah, maybe I'll pull up with the agility win concept one time. But yeah, it's mostly here. It's here to get up webs. In like 1 or 2 matchups this season. Maybe if I see someone has like very very poor removal into my team. I don't even have a spin blocker, so it's not a Pokemon I expect to
bring much. Yeah, I get you.
It's a Pokemon like if it does have the
it gives you the value out of the points you had left.
Yeah, 100%. 4 points. It's about as good as you.
Oh, this is okay. Squovit,
Greedent guys.
Squovit is a super Nexus Mon because he loves Greedent, right? So he's like, F it. I got no points left. I'm getting my guy. Hey, maybe under Impidim's dual screens. Maybe under Impidim's dual screens. He
gets Belly Drum, right? He definitely gets Belly Drum too, right?
It's my guy. He has to get Belly Drum. Please, Squovit.
So. He probably gets not.
It's Sword Dance.
Oh no, he does. It was in useless moves for some reason.
Okay,
he gets it.
Yeah, you're right. It's the most useful move in competitive play, so it should be obviously in higher. I agree with you.
Bro.
Little Squovit right here. But yeah, forget the Thunder Wave option because this guy's not outspeeding anything with Thunder Wave anyway. This is just get up a screen, and this guy's really annoying to deal with. And also his ability, obviously, getting back even more, is disgusting. You fought his father. You fought his father in Little Cup. I mean, excuse me, in Random Bats.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to face this. Yeah, this team's nasty. Switch into. Okay.
I did not know he moved like that. He's going crazy right now.
Is he faster?
Yeah.
Is he faster?
I'm a big belly bolt guy, so I'm here for tap bolt too. I have no idea what he does in Little Cup, but I know belly bolt.
He's the same speed tier, bro. He's the same speed tier, bro. It's the same thing without slack. It's just volt switch, thunder wave, chilling water, discharge. It's just an electro type. It's really that volt.
No, it gets muddy water too. It's for some reason in most uses moves for some reason. That's weird.
Wait, it gets parabolic charge. Hold up. That's your slack off.
Healing?
You don't get electromorphosis.
You know what?
You get static. That's all you get, but it's okay.
This is like low tier, like switch into the flying guy and pair them.
No,
which,
I mean
again,
he needed more. You need more of it.
Very valid again.
I agree. Very valid. It's just as fast as belly bolt, and belly bolt's my goat. I love belly bolt. Belly bolt be doing things, so I love this pick because it's just funny. Again, everybody's just basically getting their last mon to round out the teams. Kirby definitely got a lot of value out of his last picks. I feel like none of the picks are like bottom at all. But Starly's nice.
Oh, he definitely spread his points well, like across like all of his picks. A lot of people are kind of like grabbing those like 2, 3, 4 point guys. Kirby getting like a last round Starly, pretty strong. And again, same thing that Ben did, since of like Meowth plus Starly, normal spam, really strong.
Yep. I saw this. I now have a Rocker and T-Spiker that can actually go for them as opposed to my other guys. And I have a Spiker and has Sturdy and has Boom, which I mainly big thing I wanted was Boom. Plank was fun.
Yeah, this is a good lead. Like it's weird because it's not gonna play a Fortress plays on lead. It's gonna like I get up a hazard and probably
die and immediately die.
I might just explode right away.
Yeah,
you know,
do that. Yo,
might just click a lead
strong.
max attack adamant boom.
Yo, what if I might just surprise you, bro? I might just surprise you and click Bug Bite and take your berry, or I'll Ice Spinner, and kill you, or I'll Rock Blast. Or Pin Missile.
I've seen some offensive. I remember one week I played a Little Cup game last year and I brought like a 4 attack Spineko just because it was really strong with Sturdy. I knew I'd keep hazards away. It has like some weird like Giga Drain tech for like some Pokemon.
Bro has crazy coverage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like it's lucky a really fun mon. It's a lot better than Fortress, who's like the worst Pokemon.
Which is crazy because they're the exact same movesets. But yes, okay.
But different formats. We play different, you know.
That's very fair.
Yeah, definitely a solid pick.
I think this is a great end game pick for Amel. Fantastic fighting resist, right? Like he had an immunity, he had a resist, but his resist doesn't always want to take it, even though it 4 times resist, and his immunity doesn't want to switch in just in case of fear of knockoff. Slowpoke just gives him a Trick Room option, which is really strong for some of his slower Pokemon, like the Gimme Ghoul, the other version of it, as well.
I also think like the option of going like just regen attacker, you know, like your natural bulk is gonna be enough to check a lot of things you need to. So just being like modest max special attack, like click a button, switch out, get regen. Really annoying for some teams.
No double up of types the entire time. Amel special. The Amel special. Also, Slowpoke has higher physical attack than special, so he can definitely run Curse if you really want to.
Yeah.
Gimme gets like 2 moves, yes, but you only need Shadow Ball and Power Gem, so that's it. And there's no Vullaby in this anyway, so you only need Shadow Ball.
Also gets 2 moves. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. We got Pooper. I feel like this is him. This is D-Ray's pick. Like this is like super D-Ray coded.
This is fine. Yeah, this is fine kind of Pokemon. He's just here. He's here to vibes.
I'm gonna get this. I'm here. Yo, I was using this mon in Ubers. And I was putting in some work. All I did was set up Toxic Spike with Spike every game, die, and then I think I had Encore if this one learned it. I don't remember if this one or regular Whooper had it. It might have been regular Whooper that had it. Maybe let me see if Whooper this one gets Encore. It does.
Having the unaware is really nice.
It was unaware. No. It was endure. Excuse me. It doesn't. It was yawn spam. If this guy. Yeah, it was
having the unaware is really nice. I think it was like back in like when APA did their Little Cup League, the one that Gypsy King wrong. I think he brought like a Scarf final. That like there was something crazy like that. Like it was regular Whooper obviously back. But again, it's a Little Cup. There's definitely more wiggle room for some silly stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And it's not like Quag and Sand where Quag like doesn't do damage. Whooper like, 45 base attack isn't terrible, and ground plus poison really annoying to switch into.
How are you gonna say 45 base attack isn't terrible and then hate on Shogun?
I didn't hate on him. I said he was actually not that bad.
You said he wasn't strong, and they have. You said he wasn't strong. You said he was ugly.
It's not strong, but it's not weak. All right, he was right in the middle. Right in the middle. Never. He's not ugly. Bastiodon, ugly, but Shieldon, nah, not yet.
Because you can't hate on the kid. Hey, probably one of the best last mons to round out the team. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
This guy's 18 speed as well.
I played
it's
Shuckle
18.
week 1, so I was building for this,
It's
and
17,
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't
17.
played a lot of Gen 9 LC. I did not know how annoying this guy is. This
Bro,
guy's
this guy's good.
obnoxious,
This guy's
dude.
so good.
Like, so annoying. U-turn, parting shot, unburden,
It's
and
18,
prankster are both such good abilities too. Oh,
Knockoff is so nice too. It's the guy. It's literally its
like
evolution.
normal is strong in this format. It's not like the standard where like Grafai's normal typing is like useless. Those double edges hit hard, man. They hit
This
really
one is
hard.
Ugly is crazy. Now double edge
Heck
is hard
no,
as
no,
hell.
look at him and his little snaggle too. He's a cute mon.
You can do little. You can do little. That's a tongue. Isn't that his tongue? Yes.
Is it? It looks. I mean, it could be his tongue, but it looks like a little tooth.
You could be right
Well,
too.
it's his little paintbrush. It's what he paints with. I hope he's not painting with a tongue. That's weird. I might not like him as much.
It's okay. Don't worry about
Walk around
that.
licking shit. Yeah.
Don't worry about my guy. Doing
Oh,
his best.
prankster rain. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Prankster
Prankster
rain
rain
is nice. Yeah. Little sneaky options here. A lot of value this one. Some of the best value I think Amel, SK, and Kirby got for
Oh, yeah.
sure. Like, well, all of us are kind of getting like the remains of what's
Yeah,
there.
filling out the rest of our teams. Yeah.
I kind of get that, but I think that's it. That's the whole draft, everybody. Fi, you made it to the end, buddy. That is the whole draft, guys. So make sure you check out every single coach. If you're watching this on YouTube, obviously if you're on Twitch, just come to YouTube. It'll be there. The VOD will still be here. Make sure you check out all the coaches. Games will be uploaded starting Sunday. Today, I'll have my draft analysis up in like 2 hours or so. I know some people already have theirs going up as well. It's going to be a lot of fun for week 1. And Owen, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Make sure you check him out as well.
Yeah.
Big shout out
Thanks
to our boy CB Marcus, of course, for all the help he did. Thank you, guys. Again, anything else you want to add before we end it?
No, like you said, Discord server's down in the description below. You can always join the Discord server. We have fan.doc going. That'll be updated each week after like the uploads go up for like a day or two.
Shout out
for
to
all the
Keegan as
games.
well for updating it while we were going.
Yeah. We'll have like playlists, things like that live, throughout the week so you guys can watch all the games. Go ahead and join the server, check out the fan doc, and yeah, check out the coaches.
Peace, guys. Have a great night. And day. Actually, it's really early. I'm not used to that. Bye.